Welcome to Meadowbrook Memories podcast. I am Jelly, otherwise known as Glacier Prince, and my co-host is Hitchcock, otherwise known as Alfred Henry. Our mission on this podcast series is to explore the stories behind the magic that was created at Meadowbrook. When over a span of 4 years, between 1982 and 1986, we saw the transformation of a small co-educational school with less than 1,200 students, 800 boys, 800 girls and 400 boys into a successful sports and scholastic champion, winning 7 major trophies, 3 Sunlight Cup, 2 Tappin Cup, 1 Walker Cup, and 1 Nutriment Shield. And to crown these achievements, Meadowbrook also produced 2 Rhodes Scholars, Cavell Creighton in 1987 and Andrea Wright in 1989, both graduates of Meadowbrook in 1983. In this podcast series, we'll be speaking to persons, both males and female, who were actively involved in this incredible journey, along with friends and staff at Meadowbrook, which inspired the environment which created this golden era. We hope you enjoy our discussion. Please give us as much support and encouragement as you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. Welcome and thanks for joining us. Alright, ready? Alright, today is Sunday, July 24th, 2022, and welcome back to another conversation on Meadowbrook Memories. Me, as usual, Jelly, our Lance, our Glacier, our Prince, and by now, you know what any one of those names will do. Joining me as my co-host today is Kevin Reese, who was captain of that 1986 Sunlight Cup winning team, and who has already been on these conversations to talk about his memories. Also joining us as co-host is my good friend Tony Moore, because our guest today requested Tony to be here because it sounds like he's implying that Jelly and Kevin Licker lollipop bowling is no challenge to him. Anyway, our guest has been a personal inspiration to me because it has been said that only our former beloved principal, Miss McLennan, loved Meadowbrook High School more than our next guest. Our guest was in the light, was the one who light the fire in me to start doing this conversation. This guest light the fire in me to start doing this conversation on Meadowbrook Memories because I never stopped thinking about what Meadowbrook teams achieved in the 1980s, and it seemed like those achievements would be going into a dustbin of history as if it did not happen. So when our next guest called me when visiting Jamaica in 2016 and said he had a plaque to present for me for a team achievement in the 1980s, I realized I was not the only one who had great pride and a long memory of those unforgettable days in the 1980s. At first, I wrote a small book about my time at Meadowbrook, but I wanted to capture all the stories and all the memories from all the players, supporters, and classmates of that golden era in the 1980s. Our next guest comes with a distinguished reputation of his own exploits because he played on several winning teams of that era. And in the words of our beloved coach, and yes, I have an email from our coach, Mr. E.R. the Dread, as we affectionately call him, and he gave me Film 11, the best cricket 11, and I will send it to you and Kevin afterward, Carlton, as the best wicketkeeper batsman who ever represented Meadowbrook. So without any further fanfare, welcome to the lifelong and unopposed mayor of Meadowbrook, Carlton Facey. Introduce yourself, my brother.
Greetings and salutation, family. I'm really so elated and excited to be a part of this memory. You know, everyone know that we all love Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook means a lot to all of us. But Jelly, before I say anything, I just want to express sincere condolences to the Miles family. Our beloved brother Kevin Miles dropped out last Saturday. And I want to say condolences to Kenny Miles and the family. And I want to tell him that the Meadowbrook family, we love him and we are praying for them. And Jelly, I also want to big up you and your team for what you are doing because since you have started this Meadowbrook memory, it has brought joy and a lot of fulfillment to my life, you know. And even my family impressed because I don't hide nothing from my family, you know. I share everything to my wife and kids. You know, at times them just laughing at me. You know what I mean? Even since evening, I put on full green for this podcast, and my daughter see me and say, boy, Daddy Sanders. You know? I just saw it in my family. I just saw. But I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you, Carlton. Happy you're here, my brother. And as I said to you, you inspire me to do this, so I'm glad I get to talk to you. Kevin, introduce yourself.
I don't know if I can do that now. There's Kevin Reese, graduate when did I leave school? 83? 86.
86, yeah.
Yes, I went sixth form. Played on Sunlight with Facey here for many years. So looking forward to the discussion.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Kevin. And Tony Moore. You didn't need to introduce yourself. You have been so much on this podcast for the last couple of times when I call you ready. So introduce back yourself, my brother.
No, Jelly, give thanks for the opportunity to be here with two of my coolest Irish brethren from Meadowbrook. Facey and I started high school together in first form. So enough memories as we grow from boys to men. And Kevin Reese was my skipper, when I was able to play under 14 and coach cricket. I had the opportunity to play for Kevin Reese. So excited to be here and to go down the memory lane with them two brethren, man. Respect.
Yeah, man. Glad. So by now, Mr. Facey, by now, the first question that come to you. The first question I ask every guest on this program, Did you choose Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook chose you?
Jelly, I didn't choose Meadowbrook, At the time when I was doing the common entrance, I didn't know that there was a high school by the name of Meadowbrook. During that time, all you know about was the KC, the JC, and the Calabar. So I have chosen those three schools. And during 1979, when the result came out, my name wasn't in the first batch that came out, because if you realize, back in 1979, there were two sets of common entrance results came out. So because my name wasn't in the first batch, my mother sent me to Westmoreland, as you normally do, to spend the summer holiday. Because I must share this with you. I started in my life in Westmoreland, and I came back to Kingston to stay with my mother. So I started grade 3 at St. Albans Primary. So 1979, I was sent to Westmoreland after school finished at primary school, not knowing where I'm going to go to school, because my name didn't come out. So while there in Westmoreland now, enjoying myself in the hills of Sheffield, my grandfather, who used to drive around and sell stuff. So when the second list came out and my mother was told that I passed to Meadowbrook, she sent down a little letter on a country bus. My grandfather picked it up and he took it to Sheffield and said, "Boy, I must come back up now." So the following day, they packed my bag and put me on a country bus and I went back to Kingston. And I must tell you this, during that time, when you take a country bus from Westmoreland, say in the morning from 6 o'clock, we're not getting to Kingston until 3, 4 o'clock in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
But those were the journey back then, Jelly.
No, I know them journey that Kevin.
So, and I don't have no regrets. I don't have no regrets being at Meadowbrook, and I thank God the day when I went to Meadowbrook.
So you say St. Albans, which community you take common entrance from? Where?
St. Albans Primary, down in Denham Town, right in the Gulf.
Okay, right. In the Gulf.
Yeah, Denham. Yeah, man, right down in the Gulf.
I hear you, Carlton. I hear you. So when you pass the Meadowbrook, no, you're just glad you never have no way of walking to or nothing like that at all. They just say, Meadowbrook chose you. Were you disappointed at first to say, when the second school you chose you for, or you just glad you passed?
I wasn't disappointed, I was just happy that I was placed at a high school.
Okay. That is true, because I know you never have a clue where you're going to walk into at all. So, all right.
I have no clue. A little country boy just come to town for 3 years and pass through Meadowbrook. I just saw.
Okay, because you just started at town in the last 3 years, not like you grew up at town at all. I got you, my brother. You never know your life will have changed so much by coming to Meadowbrook. But we'll get into that. So the first day you walk on the campus now, Carlton, what was the impression when the first time you walked on Meadowbrook campus? What was the impression you got?
Well, I want to tell you this, My first day of Meadowbrook have changed my life significantly. And I will always remember that first day. But I want to tell you, when I first went on the campus, I fell in love with Meadowbrook. I just love the buildings. They look freshly painted and stuff. I know that time Meadowbrook wasn't an old school, it was a young school.
Mm-hmm. I know they have a new building there, so yeah.
Yeah, man. Like the painting and everything, place look colors bright and cheerful. But my biggest standout on my very first day, Jelly, I don't know, I believe I've shared with Kevin, I don't know if I've shared with Tony. Carlton Facey is my sister.
Yeah.
We share the same father. The first day of school, Carlton Facey was helping to settle in organize the grade 7 students.
Yeah.
And then she see a boy name on the list named Carlton Facey. And Sharon Facey came about to look for this Carlton Facey. When she found Carlton Facey, and we were talking and, trying to see her heritage and her family tree, I realized that Sharon Facey is my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon found me on the very first day of Meadowbrook.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank God for that. Then when that happened, even since we can say to somebody, my place at Meadowbrook wasn't just by chance, I said to Mouse this morning, I said, Mouse, that was a divine placement by God, to find my other part of my family,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, and from that day until today, Jelly, remember I called the other day, make a see Sharon?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Together because what? Since that day, we have maintained this relationship, man. I'm telling you, it's special.
And I never knew the sister while going to school in Carlton. I did not know. I knew her very well, but I didn't realize it was a sister at all. I know they share the same last name, but it never. So you never knew her before that at all?
Not before. That the first day at Meadowbrook, she came and found me. Mm-hmm. My father was married to Sharon, still married to Sharon's mother after many years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have been separated, but they are still married.
Yeah. That's some story, Carlton.
Yeah, man, it's touching me.
Powerful.
Yeah, man. You come up back to certain things. So when you come to Meadowbrook now, the first year, you have any vision to say you can play cricket or football in the sports or nothing like that?
Well, I must tell you, before I came to Meadowbrook, my last year in primary school, I played primary school football. I remember I played with the right wing for my team. Mm-hmm. And I remember I played one game at Maxfield Park. But as a boy growing up in Sheffield back in the days, so we have a coconut bat and thing, I play cricket. Mm-hmm. So I have a basic idea how to play the game and thing, but I want to tell you that Michael Redred here really turned me into a good wicketkeeper because I didn't do wicketkeeping before. I was just a batsman and a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember this very first time I started as a wicketkeeper,
Yeah, so Facey, before you get into that, what was your first love though, football or cricket?
At the time, Kevin, I love both.
When you just started Meadowbrook?
When I just started Meadowbrook? I would say cricket, cricket. Because, I've been playing cricket from Sheffield days as a youngster, So we used to play the coconut bat and box and them thing in Sheffield, but cricket was my first love.
Mm-hmm. So who introduced you to cricket then?
At Meadowbrook?
No, man, at Sheffield. Who was at Sheffield? Yes.
You have a family in Sheffield, named White. And when I used to go and watch the big men them play, and I used to go around them and, then give me a chance to bowl look a ball and bat look a ball. And I must tell you this, Kevin. Since I came to town, and from I was in high school, I've been in sport administration. I used to carry team, go away small and now Sheffield go play cricket, To show you I still maintain that link up to today, Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you come up on the campus now. I was getting at the cricket and the sports and all of them. I mean, he was goalkeeper for one of the team them. But before we go to that, you come up on the campus. What were some of the friends them? What were some of the people you meet from Meadowbrook on the first week, the first term, where you remember?
All right. When I first went to Meadowbrook, I was in 1H2. I remember Barnett, Lyndon Williams, Kevin Miles, Molo, Clive Haynes, Colin Dakers. Those names stand out. Tony Moore, those names stand out. I mean, Tony Moore was distinct. He was the shortest man in the group. Yes, sir. Shortest man. So he couldn't hide.
Yeah. He couldn't hide.
So if I might interject for a little bit, Jelly. Carlton 1H2 and my class 1H2, we did interform together. We were paired up, so we were both introduced to the drill at the same time. But it was interesting because we were the two classes that team up. Right off the bat, there was a competition, right? To see who the first team that will play interform against, practice, the first team that we would play with. And it's interesting to see Carlton naturally separated himself from all the kids. We're 10, 11 years old now. And you could see leadership in Carlton from day one.
Tony, stop sticking there. I was 12 years old at the time.
So you're older than we then?
Yeah, I'm older than you guys. Yeah, I was 12.
So the leadership justified, but it stand out
Yeah,
early is what I say. Stand out
yeah.
early.
Yeah. So Kevin, for the record, you started the same year like Carlton and Tony?
No, I'm a year ahead of them.
Okay. I got you, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like Facey older than me.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
started school at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I started at 12.
Yeah. So what some of the teachers them, Carlton, who inspire you when you just come and meet up? Apart from Mr. Year. Because we know we've got to talk a whole about him. So what a special part for him. But
I want to tell you, my first form teacher was Miss Jacqueline Haddad. You know, we're very close. Nice. She was a young lady, just coming from Mike was the form teacher, young girl. And as Tony said, I was bigger than most of the guys. I was a natural leader. I mean, I don't talk. I was a natural leader them time there. I try and organize everything in the classroom. So Jacqueline Haddad, Miss Banks,
yeah.
Jacqueline Haddad, Miss Banks, Gerald Bell Navis and I were very close back days too, you know. I can tell you that, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, old student and a good
Yeah, man,
supporter of the
Gerald
cricket
Bell
team.
Navis.
Yeah, Jerry G.
You
Yeah.
know, I used to have an English teacher. Well, English teacher. I don't remember her name. And I always remember Miss Bromley, our bio teacher.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
but in
Mrs.
first
Pat
form, I
Williams
tell
or
you,
Gillies? Who are the English teacher? Pat Williams or Gillies?
Gillies,
Miss
yes, man,
Gillies.
yes.
She dead still, bless her soul.
Pardon me?
She passed on recently too, you know?
Yes. I've seen it.
Yeah. So those are the teachers kind of inspire you, Carlton, in terms of say,
Come on.
okay. All
Mr.
right.
Bell Navis always encouraged me, my brother.
Yeah, man. So at what point now, when you take up a good cricket batter, Meadowbrook, I say I played with what them call it, coconut batter of Sheffield.
Interform cricket.
Yeah.
That's the first time really I hold a real good
And that
bat
time
at
in a
me.
first farm.
Yes, I believe the first time I was in at the time.
Yeah.
First or second form, yeah. Interform cricket.
First,
Where's it, Tony?
first farm, man.
First farm, man. First farm, yeah, man.
I tee you up a little bit with this, Jelly. I remember on my podcast, Molo was the outstanding cricketer in first farm.
Yes,
79
man.
not
Top
out,
cricketer.
79 not out in the first game. And I remember Facey going out the field and we were batting. And Facey looked at me and said, Tony Moore, tell Molo, say, I'm not making a 79 not out against my side. And never forget it, how confident he was in saying that to me.
Yeah. Your face, you have memories of that?
Yes, man. Muller was a top batsman back in the days. I believe Muller was the most outstanding batters back in our days in first round. Natural talent. Natural. He was talent. He was gifted. We were even speaking about it. Tuesday night we link up. Last Tuesday we were talking about it, man. I tell you. You know, Muller, talented.
Mm-hmm. He have the opportunity to come on anytime, come give him story. So yeah, I have. When I'm ready, him can come.
And for the record, Muller did not make 79 not out. I think Facey bowled him out for like 34. Muller, but as Muller would tell you, his bat got stuck and somebody catch him.
But stuck on the ground, yeah. So Facey, when you come to Meadowbrook, you have vision say you play any big cricket for Meadowbrook, or you just say I look a farm cricket I can play.
I didn't have any vision say I'm going to play in the big cricket, you know. I was just there, so boy, I'm at a nice school. I like the environment. So I just going to enjoy some football and cricket. You know, because I try to do any little sports I can do. Because I just love sports.
Yeah, man. So when did that change? When did that position change? Look and I said, but yeah, we can't do this.
You know, it's from first form. And I believe when the Dread called me up for, what year did he call me for Colts? I think it was in second form. And from that time, things started to change, you know. Yeah, and I started putting work like harder because I say, yes, man, I can be good at this. You know?
You never played under 13 cricket?
Yes, I did. Under 13, I'm not sure. I believe I played Colts. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Before you talk about that, what's some of the cricketer them with older than you look up to? You come to school. Did you ever see man you look up to and say, the man a big man?
Jalen, I got to share something with you, and I don't think you remember that, you know. I used to follow the Sunlight team, you know. Even the first one. When I look at you as a leader, remember Goosey, remember Sims, I A lot of the cricketers back then. But what stand out for me, 82, I can tell about 82 now. You saw no one 82 friends?
Yeah.
You never know I was in the changing room. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to answer this. When we won 82 and the team get the Sunlight Cup, what did you guys do with the Sunlight Cup when they get it 82?
I think we put some beer in it or something like that or something.
Yes, man. You full it up with beer.
Some red
and
stripe.
like have communion in the changing room. Red stripe jelly. And then also me get a sip out of that jelly. So I tell that's a turning point for me, man.
Really?
In the changing room with the big man them, you know. And the man them a pass around, look you, get a soup. And all of us take a sip. It's like a church me they have communion. I tell you the truth, jelly man. Red stripe beer, and full it up and have look at youth. But look at youth, them a drink red stripe. And I tell you, that stand up. I say, yes, man, we get a sip out of the cup. Right? And that time, we didn't have a judge. We were inside the Kingston
Cricket
Club.
Club. Yeah.
Yes, we were. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And the bar was right there, you know. So we got the bar, put up with beer. Jelly, I tell you the truth, man. That was special for me. Special.
Yeah, and then you have some man, your age group was part of that team. Well, Kevin was part of the team.
Yes, man.
And
Master and Eddie.
Master, yeah. Eddie Pyle and, yeah.
Itchy.
Miller,
Yeah.
T.
Yeah. So
I tell you, man, that was special.
We'll come up to that. I'm going to ask you about that in terms of say. You start play the cricket now, you play court. So Mr. Ayer introduced. When did the first time meet Mr. Ayer?
In first form, man. When we're in first form and doing PE.
And what impression you get from Mr. Ayer in terms of say? What was your first impression?
Why, this man is a disciplinarian and he knows cricket and he has a passion. He loves kids. It's not about the cricket, it's about the discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And not only trying to teach us to play the game, but he's trying to make us a total man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Mm-hmm.
A life skill. He was just trying to impart things that can help us in life.
Yeah.
May I tell you, I thank God for that, man.
Yeah, man. And change the whole heap of our life. That's
man.
a given. That's a given. All of on the line, I have great respect for this man. It's like, okay, I haven't talked enough about him at all. You're right about that. So the first match you remember I played for Meadowbrook, competitive match.
You know, be honest, you know, I don't remember the Colts match them much, you know. I don't remember much of the Colts match. What stand out to me most of all are the Sunlight games.
You mean, after I get a sip of the beer, everything just change?
I tell you, man. And there was a particular Sunlight game that I played at Bottom Field, may I tell you, my brethren. Kevin, you remember when we beat KC at Bottom Field, Kevin?
Yeah, man, I know that was a match.
That was the match.
Jelly. That match, you know, KC come at Bottom Field, hype, you know, Jelly.
And what year this was?
You know that. 83. It was 83, 84. 83.
No, man. It would have been 84. It would have been 84. But you have to lay the wicket Facey and tell him who was playing for KC and all of that.
At the time, KC have a big guns. Dixon, Dempster, Gary Neal, Turner, all of them guys there. The KC have a big style.
Mm-hmm.
Who that, Kevin?
Kirk Watson, who played for Jamaica to the fast bowler.
Yeah.
A very good side.
And KC were what? About 100 and a little bit for what? For one Kevin or bowl them out for 150 odd?
Yeah, at lunchtime they had lost one wicket and they were doing well, and then right after lunch we bowl them out and we had like 150, 160 to make. And it's Facey conversation.
I tell you now, Jelly, that day now I was a young man, so them time there I've been playing minor cup and junior cup for Melbourne, brethren.
Mm-hmm.
And that day, I have a date, I have a date at Melbourne. Melbourne have a session tonight, or like a barbecue tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I have a date. When I went to bat, Meadowbrook need 41 to win. And when I went out there to bat, I get 36 out of the 41, Jelly. And I won the man of the match award and get a look of money, Jelly. Could I go to Melbourne and go enjoy myself the evening, just by winning the man of the match award this time, brethren.
Yeah.
I tell you, boy.
You never forget that match at all. That is like a turning point.
That match stand out to me up to today, man, I tell you, Jelly.
Mm-hmm.
41 we need to win and we get 36 out of 41. If T20 was around now, maybe I would be one of the India playing some T20,
But Without a doubt, Kevin. Without a doubt, with the wicket keeping skill. Exactly.
So Jelly, if you were there to see that performance, that was something unreal, because me did it on the side. I remember Cheddar Father did a cheer, and boys like said the ball did big. And when Dixon, respected pace bowler, giving his best to win this for KC, Carlton just a send the man go boundary. And in my podcast, I listed that as the most vivid schoolboy performance in cricket at bottom field that I can remember. There was plenty of them, but I could never forget that performance of Facey.
36 out of 41, may I tell you, Jelly man. You know, say me a lick leather in the brethren.
Yeah, walking them and slap.
Well, I get a joke. You saw no win? Kevin and the whole of the man, them come lift me off of the field, Jelly. I know one come off of the field, each and the whole of them come lift me up,
Yeah. So, but me ask Kevin, then, were you surprised at the audacity of Facey to take on him Monday?
No, I wouldn't say. Listen, it's one thing, I must give Mr. Here kudos for this, He gave everybody opportunities. He gave everybody, and we all know Facey had the talent. We all know all these guys had talent that they could bat. So, it was just his opportunity and his day to shine. And he embraced it and he went right through with it. Because the Dread just never said that, Facey was just the wicket keeper and then just wicket keep, do nothing else. No. He developed everybody. Because even 1 year, I think Dirk bat 3 1 year.
Yeah.
And Dirk bat yet the next year or whatever. But we had talent and the Dread just harnessed it and just gave us the opportunity.
And Kevin, just to confirm what to say, 1983, Jelly, I was the number 3 batsman in the team,
Yeah.
Coming from 6 and 7, I batted 1983, 1986, I batted number 3.
Oh, 1986, yeah.
And I get some runs, and that end up carrying me to youth trial 86.
Okay, we'll get into that. But more, I'll go back to 1982, right? When Meadowbrook reached the Sunlight finals or semi-final, how did that make you feel in terms of, say, did you ever envision, say, this little school I never know about could actually compete against big mighty Calabar?
Jelly, I want to share this with you. I see this coming from 1981, And I want to say this to you. I don't remember, you were the one who captained 81 team, don't you?
Yeah, man, yeah. First year
you remember Lawrence? Lawrence was a part of that team.
Adolphus Lawrence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was at Chedwin Park watching a Masters match. And I say Adolphus. And when you guys lost that semi-final, Adolphus ball like a baby.
That was 80 actually. Semi-final lose 80. That's what Hitchcock the captain of that team. Yes. But go ahead, yeah.
Adolphus ball like a baby. And I tell you, yesterday me and the man sit down, I tell him about it. And say, boy, Facey. I was so hurt, Facey, man. I was at Chedwin Park with me yesterday, I watched some cricket. Every time I see Adolphus, I remind. That's what stand out for me and him, When Meadowbrook lost that semi-final, Adolphus ball like a baby. I tell him, man.
So you were at that semi-final. Yeah, go ahead,
yes,
Facey.
Man.
In 1980,
so that Storm said, I see it coming from that time, From that time, I see it coming. Reach semi-final. And I say, yeah, man, the team, I go on. But I just respect you guys. I know it's about they have a coach that believe in the team. And I say, we're the superstar,
No.
We're not no superstar. We just play as a team. I'm telling you, man. So I see it coming from them time, the brethren.
Did not Adolphus leave and go Aggie?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
No, man. He graduated from Meadowbrook and that's it.
Yeah.
He never played Manning Cup too?
Yeah, man. He came in as a football, actually,
Yeah, man. Him left and go argue with Howard Care, man. I tell you with Magic.
It's possible, Tony. I'm not so sure. But he came as a footballer, yeah.
Him left and went with Magic Head and play Manning for Magic Head. For Aggie.
For Aggie, yeah. That's possible.
Hey, that's possible. I'm going to ask him about that later.
So, where you say now, when 1982 we started now, or reached the semi-final and final, you never have no doubts ever go win?
Based on the performance of the team, I've been watching you guys. I don't remember all the scores. But guess what happened? You guys were playing as a team. And it was like a family too.
Yeah.
Trust me. I'm going to tell you the truth. This is Goosey. Right now, Goosey is one of my best brethren right now, to me, I tell you, man.
Yeah.
And Goosey talk regular. You guys were playing as a team. And that's the thing about Meadowbrook, Meadowbrook don't center run in one particular player. They play as a team. Like some of those big school back then that have them superstars
Mm-hmm.
that maybe they might depend on. If a superstar fail, the team go in panic and collapse. Meadowbrook wasn't like that. If a person fail at Meadowbrook, we have person down the other who may come good.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that's what giving the confidence that Meadowbrook can do it. And right through my time in Meadowbrook, is that what I see within the team. We're not no big superstar if we go dominate anything. Anybody can come good at any time.
Yeah, man. And anybody did come good at every time when we needed them.
Yes,
man.
man.
Yes, all the man. And for reinforce the points in a Carlton, in all the time we win 5 cricket trophies, 3 Sunlight and 2 Tappin Cup. A one man ever score a century, you know. And a Christian Diner. 2?
Two.
Oh,
Kirkton,
right. Kirkton and Banks. I forget. But Christian was the first one. Right.
Yeah.
But that was to show you the team thing we had to talk about, you know.
Yeah.
The man, we never focus on some boy, a man have to make this or make that. It's just the team thing, the winning thing. And as Cedric say, you know, some of the podcasts and stuff, and teamwork make the dream work, man. Teamwork make the dream work. All right, so talk about the finals then, face it, because you were at the match. I will make a 2-day the finals play over. Remind me what that match did make you feel when before the match.
Honest, you know, I don't remember much about the game. I must be truthful to you. But I remember the victory was sweeter than anything else, man, I tell you, during that time.
The celebration. So, all right, so talk about that then.
I reached the match late. I didn't reach early. I leave school late. I reached the match late, but man, I tell you, sir, when I see the celebration in the changing room, you know, it was like we have won $1 million them.
Well, it was $1 million for you.
Man, I tell you, man.
It is $1 million for me because it changed my life in terms of I look on things and I say, you can't do this. You can't do certain things where you never envisioned say you could have done before. So you're right. You're right, Carlton.
I always remember Piggy in that celebration. And I was there when the cup was passed into as little boy because like Carlton will follow it, you know. But I remember Piggy Lloyd Williams drinking his side and just being so excited as a Calabar man who beat him from school.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if I could real quick just say, Carlton, you said something about Goosey, and I know Goosey haven't has his podcast yet, but
yeah, man, come up, yeah.
Goosey is arguably the most all-round best athlete out of Meadowbrook, you know.
Yes, I agree with you.
Track and field, not just good, excellent.
Yep.
Play Manning Cup 2 years, excellent. And excellent in cricket. I know Dirk Dewar is up there too, but Goose is arguably the most versatile.
And I think Goose play some table tennis too.
Talented man with a big heart.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Him cut Meadowbrook. Yeah.
Tony, I must tell you, Goose to turn big spinner now and can't bowl pace again, you know. Big spin bowler now.
The belly, you know, my like a belly.
Yeah, man.
Where's it?
The masters with him, man.
Where's the Goose belly bigger than mine now, Facey?
I think so.
Where's it?
Hey.
We could have raced him and not beat him like P. Brown.
Telly, let me know when they're coming back to Jamaica. I'm planning a race with you and Goose, yeah?
No, P. Brown too. P. Brown.
Yeah.
And P. Brown.
With you, Goose,
But
and P. Brown.
remember Goose was skinny and bow-legged when him come?
Yes, man.
Legged.
Who that?
You don't remember when Goose first come, but I think I sent Mary's College him come from him, the skinny.
Yeah, I said where they come from. Up in the hills there somewhere, yeah. And Goose didn't come there as a fast bowler, as a cricketer, and the dread turned him into a cricketer like yourself, you know, for you say.
Him come from Manning Cup.
Come from Manning Cup. Come as a baller, man. Most of them man come.
Him and little man, Byron Nunes come.
Piggy come as a baller too. All of them come as a baller.
He come from Manning Cup.
Yeah.
Top goalkeeper, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It wasn't like a cricketing crew that come in. It was, but all the men that became cricketer and were successful at it in a way where, yeah. So, all right, after I drink the out of the cup, you know, for you say, it's like you say, in your mind now, you say, you want to do this for yourself. That's what the mentality
Oh, you mean, man? Yes, man. I want to do this to myself, you know?
Yeah. So, the next year, when you finally met what year you met the Sunlight team? 1984?
83.
83. So, you play on the fun, so?
Right after Piggy left. Remember Piggy left 82, you know?
Yeah, man, right.
I took over the gloves 83.
Also from 83, I played up to 86.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So you play for no
So,
foot.
Jelly, if I may interject here, PSC, you had indicated earlier that you didn't start wicket keeping or goalkeeping, but you ended up being a goalkeeper and a wicket keeper.
Good question.
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Thanks
You
to
know that
Mikey.
transition happened, no?
Why, from PE days, Kevin. I believe we're at PE one day, and they didn't have any goalkeeper. And because I believe say I can do anything on a football field, I decided to go in the goal.
Yeah.
And when I went in the goal, I make some good stop. And it's from there. So it started 83. In the farm,
81.
about it started from 81.
81 you keep in the farm. 81.
Yeah,
And
man, 81.
And Mr. Hero was the coach at the time.
Yes, man.
So he's the one that developed it after that then.
Yes. Till I end up
Hey.
make the Manning Cup team 83.
You make
Let me
Manning
tell
Cup
you
team from
something.
83, Carlton?
Eh?
You make the Manning Cup team from 83?
I made 1 year I play Manning Cup. I didn't play no more year. 83, I was a reserve keeper for the Manning Cup team. 83.
Let me tell you something about Facey, right? It's when Facey like third farm, Facey believes him could have do anything. And Facey me attack. Facey wasn't a track star. Facey decided him want to start run long distance, right? Run long distance sports day, Facey decided at that point him want to come turn goalkeeper. Turn goalkeeper and excel at it. And my first year Manning, Facey was the backup. And not just backup, sit down on bench. Ask him about the Wilmers game, him can tell you. But so the transition start from about third farm where Facey just start for believe him can do anything.
But Tony, what you don't remember, back in our time when we were having sports day, his certificate they normally give us when they come first, second, or third, You remember them days there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I still can't find my certificate them. I know, say, Tony, you didn't remember that I throw discus and shot put and get certificate.
No,
You remember them
no.
things?
But remember you run the long distance though.
Yeah, for the long distance, but me get certificate in discus and shot put.
See the now? Versatile, brother.
Yes, discus and shot put, man, I tell you, sports day.
But let me ask you something though, because you say you play Manning Cup in a third farm.
83, I play Manning Cup.
83, that's what I about fourth farm. So how come you never go on to play more football? What did happen? You get banned?
I tell you. No, I'm going to tell you what happened. You see, 83, when I played that one season, after that I decided to focus more on cricket, Because I think at that time, I realized I'm a better cricketer. So at that time, I was fully involved in Meadowbrook Cricket Club. So I played a lot of club cricket. So when I finished school, cricket, you're playing junior cup and minor cup. So I decided, boy, I believe I could do better at the cricket. So I just focus on that. Because I joined Melbourne Cricket Club early as a student.
Yeah, so what inspired you to do that, Facey? Because that never even crossed my mind, We never play no other cricket apart from Meadowbrook, We never play no club, never join a cricket club. All we play was Meadowbrook, and then after we leave Meadowbrook, we play Evelyn Cup, Minor Cup. All of the cup, them, when we play whole heap competition after that. What inspired you for joining them club so early in our years?
All right. What really inspired me to go to Melbourne, is that, during that time, Ebanks came from Melbourne. Kevin Ree's father was fully involved in Melbourne Cricket Club them time. There was a secretary. Dylan Ebanks. So during that time now, because of Kevin Ree's daddy, I believe he was the one who invited me to Melbourne.
Okay, I got
Mr. Rees. Yeah. And I went and joined Melbourne as a school, and I don't regret it. Because I start rub shoulders with the big cricketers them. The Cuddy, Mikey Holden,
Yeah.
Arthur Barrett.
Yeah.
Mark Nita.
Yeah, the big Jamaican player them. Cody and for the record, Courtney Walsh, yeah.
I played senior cup as a school as from Melbourne,
I didn't know that, Facey. I didn't know that at all.
I never know that. I make I tell you something else about this now. I believe I'm the only Meadowbrook guy that played for 3 senior cup team. Tell me the 3 senior cup team I play for, Jelly. Or anybody in the group can tell me now. I can't think of.
JDF, Melbourne,
Yeah.
Kensington. Who is the other?
Yes.
Who's the third?
Kensington. JDF, Melbourne, Kensington.
So
Jelly,
yeah.
I want to share this with you now. 1 year, JDF playing Kensington, And Patrick Patterson was playing for Kensington. PB was the captain, Our Paul Brown. So in the changing room, brethren, that time Robert Taines was captain in Kensington,
And you play for the JDF?
Yeah. So, PB, nobody know want to go open the batting. Because Patterson playing. I said, no, man, I go open, man. Because I feel fearless. I don't fear nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out there in the Virgin and faced a big Patterson, you know. I didn't get me eventually, you know. Because the man bowl a sharp ball to him and who can get caught way down a backward square, you know.
Cook?
What you mean? The man bowl a sharp ball and me get caught right by the backward square leg boundary. Could have beat myself, brethren.
Mm-hmm.
But may I tell you, boy, it was a nice experience.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
How much you make that game there? How much you make that game there?
20 something I make. 20 odd.
Yeah, what 20 against Patterson are like a 60 or a 70, you know, so.
And that may I say, that's my point.
And for the record, you know, when they interviewed Jeff Dujan years ago, and they asked him who hit him gloves the hardest, who was the fastest, Patrick Patterson name came up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm fierce to take him on and I'm fearless, but yeah.
But I want to say this to you still, you know. As a school youth, Jelly, as a school youth, you know, I tell you know, a one ball I drive fear in me, you know. When I made my senior cup debut for Melbourne as a school as 1986, you know.
Yeah.
We played a match against Kingston. Kenrick Dennis was Kingston, big PS bowler in the Virgin. And when Kenrick Dennis running in the man, I lick him through the covers for a 4, you know. Man, him start mounting him. I make the school as a lick his up. Really? The man bowled some bounce off of me after that, and me fearful, you know.
Yeah.
Some nice experience, man, I tell you, Virgin.
Yeah. All right, let me go back to looking. Because you say you started the Sunlight. So the first year you made the Sunlight in 1983 as wicketkeeper batsman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And you remember any games from that season there? That was the year Fanso captain the team. Kevin may have played. You remember any game? That was a mess up season.
Marston captain the team that year.
No, Marston was 84.
84. Curtis was captain in 83. Maybe 84 you thought, but well, yeah. The first year, but yeah. All right, talk about what you remember then. The year when Marston captain the team, Carlton. The first year Marston captain the team. This is the year the famous innings where they 36 overs out of 41. Talk about that year there.
Well, this is that year, I want to tell her, and Kevin can confirm this, you know. One of the most consistent team that year, you know, was St. Jago, you know. That year, I believe St. Jago played about 7 games, you know, and draw every game in the Virgin. You know why?
Every game in the
St. Jago have some big bats over there. They know when to declare, Virgin. I don't know about that to do the job. Yeah, man. You have the Casey and those, but St. Jago was a standout team with some very good batsmen.
Yeah.
But I tell you, Marston was a very good captain.
Yeah.
He knows the game. He knows to read the game well. You know, I mean, I tell you, I really respect Marston for what he has done.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So what's
Marston make one blunder as a captain, 1985, and I can't forget that, you know. Kevin remember that, you know.
Yeah, talk about
When
that.
they took the new ball against Calabar at Kensington, they shouldn't have taken the new ball then in the Virgin. We have the man them 140 at 8, you know, Jelly. And Marston go take the new ball, you know, and the man make 200 hard, you know, 240 hard, you know.
Yeah, I think Pritchard talk about that too, privately with me, yes.
I tell you, man.
Yeah.
I'm bowling up 380 hard. But that's some memorable games.
Yeah, man. All right, so we remember about 84 season, apart from that 36. I remember we beat up Calabar again in a close final. What you remember of those games?
Beat up Calabar, we beat up KT. Because most of the time those seasons, you know, we don't know why. We always draw KT in a first game at Clancarty.
That's a Kingston technical, yeah.
Yeah. You know, we beat up KT. And remember that year we played JC at JC. And we need to get what? 2 wickets with we need 20 overs. And Adams come out there and pad out the whole thing. We couldn't bowl him out. Kevin, remember the match yet?
That was 84. That wasn't 84. Eh? That was 83, I think. I don't think that was 84.
Yeah, JC won 83. So maybe 83, Kevin, you're right. JC won Sunlight in 1983. I remember that.
Brethren, Mr. Jelly almost beat myself, brethren. We need to get 2 wickets, you know. And doing the 20 over, the man then bat out the 20 over, you know. Adams stay out there and draw the game, you know, brethren.
Yeah. Them they went and what happened the year where Sunlight divided in a 3 zone?
Yeah, I think we only played 3 matches or 4 matches.
Yeah, man,
that
so
year.
it was hard for draw a match and come back, Kevin. Right. Yeah, man, I remember that. So which match stand out to you in 84 when we win? I mean, we win a tight match and then we play a big time States team 1984
All right.
Carlton Cup.
84 final, Jelly. Now I tell you what stand out about the 84 final, let me know. You remember when Calabar, the first game was washed out. We have to bat it first and make a 160 yard.
Yeah, Kevin, tell you about that. But talk about that. But yeah, go ahead.
And then the second final now, we're bowled out for 100.
Yeah.
Calabar went home 76 for 6 overnight and said, yeah, man, we have this, man. So the man then buy up a whole heap of champagne and all of those stuff, Jelly. And, we bowled out Calabar for 96.
I remember that.
But what I always remember about that match, more I read a little line at you,
Yeah, man.
Kevin, remember the line of Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
I read a little paragraph here to you. Jelly, hear this now. Mark Henry, who was 14 not out overnight. This is the final against Calabar 84 now. 14 not out overnight. Was then joined by Ralston Bailey. And the pair slowly pushed the score along to take the team within sight of victory. Hear that? To take the team within sight of victory. However, with the score on 93, Bailey was deceived by a ball from off-spinner Devon McDonald and was beautifully stumped by Carlton Facey for 11. Turning point, Jelly.
Yes, I start.
That was 93 for 7. And they all out for 96, Jelly. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
I can't forget the line about the scrapbook come in handy, Jelly.
Yeah, Kevin did tell me say I come here with a scrapbook. That's why I have to come with more than one bowler for you tonight. So yes. Yeah, man. Yeah. So after that, now, you have any doubts that Calabar are gonna lose?
Jelly, may I tell you the truth? The Dread always tell us about the killer instinct, don't it?
Yeah, man. I talk about that all the while to Carlton.
Dread
All the while.
always tell us about the killer instinct. So when I see Calabar 93 for 7. 93 for 7. No, 93 for 7. They needed 7 runs to win.
Yeah.
And 3 wickets in hand. Hey, Kevin can tell us, brethren. Me under the stump, May I pray for a man just lift him foot every ball, just miss a man dead,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, me have all confidence that we could have do it with Dirk or McDonald.
Yeah.
No, man, couldn't have no doubt about that, man.
Yeah.
Dirk, McDonald, Banks.
Yeah.
Has there been another Sunlight Cup with such a performance similar to that I remember?
Well, the 86 final was almost similar.
Not really. Cause that does, in terms of, I think what Tony asks, is like, it's almost in certain say a team are going win and then end up a lose. Because the night, I think that Tony asks Carlton. The night,
not another final like that, true.
Yeah.
The performance is rare, I remember the Calabar man, them a Laidlaw, them a ball, because they were so short.
Piggy, man, Brian Blair, the big bats Brian Blair, ball like a baby.
Ball like a baby, man.
Yeah, cause we just grabbed the cup out of the man and said, listen, we're not getting no beer out of this tonight. How was this, That was...
In fairness, we had a lot of battles with Calabar, and Calabar was a good side.
Yeah, it was a very good side. They were.
I remember Tappin Cup a match down Bottomfield Face. You remember that one? When Calabar was almost on the brink of victory.
With Pepe?
No, I don't remember who was on it. It might be Pepe, but the never die spirit that the Dread instilled in all of us.
The killer instinct.
You're
the right word. The killer instinct.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we never gave up. And I think that was the deciding factor with us and a lot of teams. We just never gave up despite the situation.
So the Dread talking about killer instinct. Tell me about that, Carlton, because he talk about that early, because before we win, that was what we were missing at the team. But this is from a win. Because a mindset thing, on bring up that tune. I
tell you the Dread bringing the killer instinct. The team, initially, the team used to, we have a team down. And it's like, because we have this team down, we kind of get a bit laid back.
Mm-hmm.
Because we feel overconfident. One day the Dread wild up, man, I don't remember which match was it, and said, gentlemen, you don't have a team down, you need to develop the killer instinct. The team is down, keep them down. Develop this killer instinct. So when a team is down, you know, ease them up, brethren.
Mm-hmm.
You just continue pushing them down, kill them. Sorry for my language. You know, the killer instinct.
Yeah.
You don't ease up. I'm carry that right through my life, you know, brethren.
Yeah, man.
In sports and other
Yeah,
thing, you
man.
know. You need to have this killer instinct about you.
Yeah,
You
man.
have to do something. Don't ease up, brethren. It may look you don't ease up. Go right, go hard.
You have the job to do. You
Go
just have to
hard.
finish up the job, man. Yes, yes.
Yeah, man.
It's not about the
Yeah,
sports alone, Carlton. I'm glad you put it away there. Because when you say killer
Like it
instinct,
lies.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Go hard at it, man.
It
You want
prepare-
some, my wife, them always, my wife and kids say, boy, daddy, oh, you so hasty upon certain thing, but Jelly, you say, me see certain thing to be done?
It have to
Me not delaying, you, brethren.
face it.
Me not delaying, you know.
Me
Me go hard at
me
it.
get in a trouble for that same. It's like once I job there for do, me just have to go do it. Me never go waste no
I
time.
run with it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I just say mentality
Ca-
now, Carlton. Yeah, yeah.
They call it beast mode now, but now, Reese, hey Reese, do you remember one of the Colts match against Calabar bottom field when it was bad light and it was dark, and you never declared bad light?
No, remind me what happened.
No, we played Calabar and we were batting, brethren. And when I say dark, I mean dark. And I think we needed, like, me and Luke did a bat and we needed, like, most about 3 runs for win. And, boy, we out there in the darker swing. We didn't end up winning, but still.
Never say die. We're not giving up.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, Carlton, how did that make you feel when we win again 1984? What the feeling like?
Hey, Jelly, may I tell you, sir. Jelly, may I tell you the truth? I feel ecstatic. The only things, we can't tell you all the things sweeter than that victory, you know, brethren, to me, you know. But you should know still, my brethren. But may I tell you, sir, that victory was special. Whereas when you know that we stole victory from the hands of defeat. Now, so you got, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Same way, so.
Yeah.
And when I realized that the Calabar guys, them overnight, 76 for 6, and the man them go home, you know, and buy a whole of champagne, you know, brethren. And I go on like, boy, them have this thing pat. But they didn't know that the dread had started something about the killer instinct. Even though you were 76 for 6, we still believe in ourselves that we can do this. We went home. I don't know how many of us sleep that night because we think about the victory. We were so close. And we said we're not giving up. We'll fight right to the end. And I tell you, I came back that morning. Kevin him can tell you, you know, and this carry right through life. When I'm keeping in a jelly, I'm so energetic behind the stump, them can tell you. I'm not quiet behind the stump as a keeper, you know. Even now.
That's
To
true.
motivate my team. I'm not quiet behind the stump, brethren.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Me always a bounce man. Come on, open the top, throw it in. That's what I start. I talk a whole heap.
Yeah.
Remember one time at camp, the man he used to call me over the top.
Yeah.
Because when the ball me, I can't show them over the top. Very energetic, man, I tell you, brethren. And I want to share another game with you. Kevin, you
Yes.
remember the match at bottom field where Adrian Laidlaw throwing the towel?
No. Woolman?
Jelly. One year we are playing Woolman's at bottom field in a Jelly. And who batted first? Woolman's? I believe there was a little moisture in the pitch. I put in Woolman's to bat. And Woolman's gone must be 40 yards for about 8 or so. And when we came in for lunch, Adrian Laidlaw says it's too dangerous because itchy tail turn up, you know. Itchy tail up in the ear in a Jelly. Woolman's didn't take back the field, you know. They
Yeah,
surrounded
yeah.
the points to us, you know. Kevin, I don't remember that.
Sunlight Cup match that?
Yes, Adrian Laidlaw surrender the points. Ask them man to talk about it. Any of them guys there. Them never,
Wow.
Woolman's didn't go back
I
out
don't
there.
remember that.
Itchy turn up, man. Tail turn up and lick down the man them. Kevin, when I get the chance, call Mouse or any of them man, I'm asking about the match.
Well, you know what? Hold on, Carlton. Next week, you know, I remind Kevin about this, and we'll do it with sound check before, Kevin. Cause next week at Itchyburg time, you know. And you and me if you do Itchyburg too, you know. So we can talk about that match. Cause he must remember
Yeah,
that
man.
match.
Yeah, man, Itchy, but I
That's
tell you,
what
man,
I'm
Itchy
doing.
come in and Lego some seed, man.
Yeah. Because Itchy wasn't even a fast ball in start school. Itchy was a leg spinner.
But them time Itchy a Lego seed.
Yeah.
Fast like light.
Yeah.
And I must tell you, Jelly,
Fast.
Kevin can tell you this, you know. Back those days, we don't have any helmet, you know.
Nah.
I want to say me I catch up to Itchy and Eddie I may take some stumping off of Itchy and Eddie, may I tell him it feels special.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. When I see man from your own day and see a man out and cree.
You gonna catch up.
You know what I mean? And Itchy know what to do.
Yeah.
If I go ball it down the leg side, I will catch it and stump him.
Great, I have a question on that for you then. You kept wicket to several fast bowlers at school. Eddie Pyle, Itchy Burr, Grape, Paul Brown, Molo, Goosey. Who would you say was the most consistent and fastest, or who was the most dangerous there?
Well, be truthful enough. I want to say this to you. The fastest bowler, man, I let me go hard, I can tell you, it's a Grape.
Paul
Grape,
Brown.
I believe Grape was one of the fastest bowler come through Meadowbrook. Grape couldn't bat, but my tell you say, go up upper shoulder strong. Grape and Itchy to me are the two quickest bowler I ever keep to.
And who was the most dangerous then?
Well, it's dangerous in what way?
Dangerous. You're
Well,
batting.
You fear something, I think, Kevin Hag. What's the most fearsome of them? Were you afraid for batting?
All right. When in a training, Jelly, you know that training at Meadowbrook on the concrete is like a competition between batsmen and bowlers.
Yeah,
you know
man. Up at the top field, yes.
When you go to training, I tell you, Itchy used to see it as fun to just bowl beamers and bouncers at batsmen. Itchy used to just see it as fun. It's like nothing to him. And Grape was dangerous on the concrete too. Just competition. Man, I can tell you about it. Them man there was, and because man had always facing the new ball, when man go train dread give them man the new ball, man. Man had start wetting pants.
No, you're laughing at Jelly and Tony more, but sometimes what the dread do, you know, is don't even give a new ball. Him give everybody a compressed ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, John and MBS used to come bounce to compress too, you know, when John before my back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Trying to get a few wickets in a Sunlight too.
Yeah.
Well, Facey, let me back up that question then. That was the fast bowlers. Who was the most difficult spinner to keep to? He bangs had the greatest immaculate length and line. Dirk spun the ball both ways. McDonald, boy, that off spinner had several variations, and anytime McDonald bowled, that his ball seemed to do a little bit more and bounce a little bit more than the others. Who was the
Dirk and McDonald? Dirk and McDonald were the two most difficult persons to keep to.
Why you couldn't read them?
Well, Dirk and I have a little more understanding than McDonald. Because Dirk and I work out some signs, you know. It's when Dirk will do a variation, he might have give me the finger or something. I know him I got to do. But McDonald, you know, sometimes you don't know what he's doing. But he used to turn the ball big.
Yeah.
But Dirk and I always work out something. It's when Dirk I go bowl all the quicker one. I know, because he and I work out something, you know. So I know I anticipate the quicker one, you know. You know?
Would you guys say that McDonald's was the most underrated bowler in terms of on a national level, where he didn't get the respect he deserved?
Probably, because he had the ability to turn this ball. He had this ability to bowl this straight ball, and he had this ability to, what you call it now, drift it too.
Yep.
He had a lot of variations. I don't know if he know to control it. I guess only him can come on the program and talk about that. But he just had this ability to do something extra with the ball.
That's true. I figure him do something with the ball sometime that he might even know what's happening, Kevin. Me think so. Me think so. Him get the ball for do something sometime that even he himself does not know what is going to happen. Me think so.
Yeah,
Sure, we'll argue against that, but he was just so talented. I even remember him remember we used to play staff against the teachers, and we bowled down the teachers too.
Yep.
He was talented, man, raw talent. Could I play ball too?
True.
Yeah. Him turn the ball big, and when him touch the ball, it buzz. It's like a buzz. Like hear the ball. Yeah. Yeah, it was a special talent. I agree with you. No. So Facey, so after we win the Sunlight now, and you go back at school, Meadowbrook the next day now, what sort of, how you feel when you go Meadowbrook the next day?
Well, I'm going to tell you now, Jelly, as sportsmen, especially cricketers, because we are winners, you know that Spanner always big up the cricketers a special way when it comes to devotion time.
Yeah.
When Spanner call up one by one, you know, my brethren, you feel like a king in our kingdom, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Serious, you know. Because Spanner call us up one by one by name.
Mm-hmm.
Introduce us.
Yeah.
Hey, you see when you play every week and win, every Monday, you expect to get a big up from Spanner and the brethren. About when you won that championship, 84. Jelly, I want to share something with you. This is the 1984 victory.
Yeah.
The 84 victory. The luncheon to honor that 84 team. You know me still have that program in my scrapbook.
Yeah. Save it.
That program, yeah, make I read something to you. Luncheon in honor of Meadowbrook High School victorious Sunlight Cup cricket champion 1984 at the Stafford Restaurant. Where Stafford Restaurant was? The Village Mall. It's the program this, brethren. Coach, Mr. Michael here. Can read the squad to you, man. Paul Brown, Christopher Cheddar Vice Captain, Dirk Dwyer, Kirk Tanny Banks, Clive Edwards, the great C. Facey, Michael Hall, John Harvey, Leon Johnson, Steve Jones, Devon McDonald, Garfield Marston Captain, Maurice Minot, Kevin Reese, Paul Simmet, Donovan Thomas Mark Wigan, Donovan Thomas Dante was on this thing because Dante used to carry the water for you know. So Spanner don't leave him out, you know.
Yeah.
Donovan Thomas' name was in it, Tegre. They're gonna leave out the cricket team. You know, up to now him figure say he's a good cricketer. Him figure say man of the best opener. Up to now Dante believes say man of the best opener past through Meadowbrook. Every time I talk about him and mine at onslaught at champion in a coach cricket. No man, I tell you, serious, you know.
Yeah.
Today the man I talk about here and mine at onslaught at champion in Colts. You know, but he want flatter to deceive, boy.
Yeah. But hold on, let me ask you something now, because I talk about your winnings and all them things there. So, at this give the confidence for you to take up yourself and go on over Portmore at a certain young lady house. At this time, do you get that confidence there?
Jelly. But no, you're not going to say no jelly.
Tony, all right, go ahead then. I forgot to hear because she come on the program and talk, but I said, the man, come over. First of all, which part you live that you, how far at a Portmore live?
No, she asked me that since last week, you know where you used to live? Olympic Gardens, you know.
Yes, it's not a walking distance.
Good distance, may I tell you, my brother. Good distance. But Jelly, I want to say this to you, you know. Andrew was my very good friend, you know, my brethren.
Yeah.
And I remember one match, you know, we have a match against Woolmers at Woolmers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was 84 or 86. No, 84. Or match. Kevin, the Harris brothers, them play 84, 83 or 84.
Patrick Harris.
Patrick and Kenneth. Patrick and Kenneth Harris, yeah.
Yeah. We are playing a match at Woolmers, you know. So Andrea Lawful, you know. So she come into the match to come watch me, you know, Jelly.
But she never tell you that. Or she hide that so. But go on.
Maybe she never remember. So Jelly, when Meadowbrook in the field, you know, Andrea come a match late, you know, Jelly. So I'm keeping the wicket. Every minute I look through the gate to see if Andrea come, you know, Jelly. Every minute I look, I'm, you know, I impress the girl behind the wicket.
Yeah.
I know say I lick me down the day, Jelly. I was distracted.
So
That's the match ball licking your forehead.
The ball lick me down, Kevin, down Woolmers.
you keep a look fair.
Yeah, distracted, man. She come late, man. Andrea turn up at the match late, Jelly, man.
So hold on. This was before you go over Portmore or after?
Before I go Portmore.
So after I get the lick in the head, now you say you have to go to Portmore.
My link and stripes, man. My earn them stripes.
I tell you, man, that was something else, may I tell you, brethren.
So hold on now. Did she know that you was coming to Portmore?
I don't think so. I know she gave me her address, but I believe me say me a surprise I'm going to meet her father, you know, Jelly.
Yeah. Hold on for context.
A brave move, that's it, brother.
No, but that's why I want to get the context right, Kevin. Hear me, 20 more. What age were you on farm, you know?
I was in fifth farm at the time.
Okay, all right. Big enough to take up them the brave move.
I know, see, I was telling Andrea since week, you know. Andrea, father never run me from the gate, you know. The father invited me in, you know. And he sat in a chair and I talked to me. And I remember talking to him and asking about myself and things. And I talked to him, you know.
Big boy.
But
And
it was
wait,
a brave move still. It's a brave move.
of course.
Hey, Jelly, it's a Facey in school. Facey was a student leader, and Facey, me just attack it like it is. Facey was a youth, him and a youth named Lyndon Williams.
Yeah.
You see, if you want a man for back you up for all the right reasons, Facey, I don't know if you remember this, you know. A virgin, me and the virgin cool now, named Robert Edge, getting a one look fight. And me I pick up with some ice and I go up to fight Edge. I'm going to go up on the 4th story building, you know. And a Facey and Linda Williams I come to no more, come go with you. And walk me all the way up in our brethren. Some could have do my for do. And no boy could have touched me. Turn and walk out, man. Facey was a protector. He was just an established leader in the school, brethren. And like me tell you about the Excelsior game again.
Yeah, more. Glad you bring up that, Tony. Let me ask Facey about that. Because Tony more talk about a football match. And you weren't playing football at the time, I don't know. When Meadowbrook play Excelsior down at Aggie. And you have to come on and almost literally defend the team in a sense. You remember that match, eh?
Yeah, Tony shared with me the other day, you know. About a year ago, Tony shared with me. I said, boy, I didn't remember it clearly about him and tell me, man. But Jelly, those days, I was fearless still in a Jelly.
Yeah.
You know? I used to defend the younger kids at school. I don't want to tell you, you know, my big daughter has my similar principle, you know. When she in primary school, you know. I defend the younger kids. When nobody couldn't abuse the little kids in my school, you know. My big daughter stand up for them, you know, brethren.
Yeah.
You know?
Facey teetered the line between being bad boy. A man who didn't know Facey would have said Facey was bad boy, I made a book. You know? The youth didn't mess with.
Yeah, but every day, man, not.
But Andrea said, "He's a gentleman."
Man, that's me a soft soap now, boy. No, but mine not. When it come with family make you change a whole heap. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And it's what Tony has same right, you know. It's not like say you just never like no bully at all. So no matter what it is, you know when a man thinks them bad than them, you got to defend a man. If it wasn't say you a bully nobody, you know, you just didn't like bully. So you got to take on the biggest bully. That's the impression me get at you face. It's not like say you're bullying nobody. You are going to take on the biggest bully for everybody else. So yeah.
I want to share this video, you know, Jelly. In our first form, you know, me and Kevin Miles are one of the biggest fighter first form, you know, because Kevin Miles was one of the bigger body youth in our first form, you know.
Big boy.
Yeah, man. And Kevin and my brethren, and I tell you, say, Kevin and Miles and I have a big fight. I believe my second term of school, you know. And because Kevin was a little stronger than me in a Jelly. When Kevin hold me in a brethren, Kevin give me a hole in a Jelly. The only thing we could have do, you know, when Kevin turn him head and him ears come to my mouth, my first bite him on him ears, you know, brethren.
You do a Mike Tyson on him.
Yeah, the next day my mother have to come to school, brethren. Because Kevin hold me tight. I couldn't get away.
Yeah.
And I tell you, Jelly, Kevin and I one of the best friends. Kevin were in Jamaica last year, and I tell you, man, Kevin come to my home. Kevin was like a family to my family, you know, brethren.
Yeah, I saw them picture the way post. I saw them picture the Carlton.
I tell you, man, Kevin there with the man and, you know, we had a good time. Me and Kevin all over the place. I see a couple of weeks ago, you know, we got a cricket at Clarendon, and I said, sure, share the picture with Kevin. Kevin said, face, you know, if we don't know where they are, I have to come with you. I just saw you rolling, you know, brethren. I tell you, Jelly, Meadowbrook family mean a lot to me, you know.
Yeah.
And I said to Minot, I said, Minot, I don't need no new friends, you know. My Meadowbrook family mean a lot to me right now, Jelly. I love Meadowbrook.
Yeah, man.
I've assisted Meadowbrook since leaving school selflessly.
Yeah.
Because me want to see success in sports. I'm looking forward for the day when we'll get back to being successful in. I'm very biased, I would say, in cricket. Me no matter about no other sport. We support all other sports, but me want to see cricket get back to me.
You want to go back to them glory days when we win 5 trophies in 4 years. How you talk about Carlton? But they would upon that, man. but let me ask you something then, because I'll come back to 84. Since you mentioned that, what inspired you and Tegreg to decide to honor the cricket team in the 1980s, almost years later? Why you decide to do that?
All right. During that time, Tegreg was the president for the Pursuant Association. I believe I was one of the VP at the time, you know. And we were having meetings, and when Dante proposed it, we didn't hesitate, you know. We said, boy, over years, we're going to try honor the championship teams them. And the first big winning team was a cricket team. And Jelly, trust me, we didn't hesitate. I went about and get quotation for the thing, and we decided on the wording and everything. I believe everything came from Double B Trophy. I went and get the cost and everything. You know, I do the groundwork. I do the groundwork. And I tell you, I'm happy that we did that, and I'm happy the day when I heard you're in Jamaica, Jelly, I have to get your number. I don't know how I get your number, you know, but a man give me a number and I'm making you there, you know.
Yeah.
I'm have to call you. And I can tell you right now, you know, he's like the directory, you know. Come on, I want to find anybody, I need them a call, you know, Jelly.
Yeah.
I need them a call.
Yeah.
I'm try to just maintain the links.
Yeah, man. As I said earlier in the introduction, Carlton, I was surprised. I think the man will forget about what we achieve and that it will disappear. But when I see one of them, I say, it.
You know, see, I share a picture the other day when Jago was collecting his own on the court.
Yeah, man, I saw that picture.
I tell you, brethren, man. I tell you, man. Them time is touching me, I tell you, Jelly. Meadowbrook for life.
Yeah, man.
The fact that it's remembered is where it's so special, because you know, even our argument, you know, 40 years ago, right? This you don't get a chance to really relive it, one, and you don't get a chance to relive it with the people that was there initially. So this it make it double special, man. What I do on Jelly way out there right now, make it special.
Yeah, man. I realize another, cause it's a mystery to me, because I don't solve it yet. It's like me, I say, me know why we are doing it, you know. Me and you, Tony and Kevin, we do it because we play the sport and we enjoy it, and we enjoy the teamwork and everything. But when I hear some of the girls them come forward and I give them story, I say, and some of them been watching sport or playing sports with them, that them love Meadowbrook, as Margaret Livermore said to me, more than we sometimes. You see me, I said to you, and it's a mystery that to me, it's like me, I say, there's something, well, Facey said it, if me get licked down because I pay attention to a girl, so maybe it have something to do with that. I don't know.
The vibes of the you know, this a certain group of men and a certain group of us, boys and girls, at a certain time in life where we're vulnerable, where we're learning, where we spend 5+ years together.
Yeah.
And 40 years later, we still cherish it. You know.
Tony, your voice gone away, when there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, go ahead now. Look better, but go closer to the mic. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I was saying here in the States, the man refer to them college days as them glory days, you know?
Yeah, your mic still sound muffled, Tony.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know what go on.
Yeah.
I don't have none.
Much better. Anyway, go on. Look better than now. Yeah, go.
I was just saying, boys and girls between the ages of 10 to 12 spend 5 years together in a small college school, man. It's just a special bonding, man. It's a bonding for life, and we hold on by it, and we have the memories for it, and we grow. And actually, I'd venture to say Kevin Reese is who Kevin Reese is today, based on a lot of interactions he had during high school and family. It's the environment that really formed us, you know?
Yeah. All right, so let me ask you something. Yeah, go ahead, Carlton. Sorry.
I want to say this. Cricket was the most successful sports during the history of Meadowbrook High School. Has been the most successful sports. And Kevin can tell you, after homecoming 2011, Minot, Dirk Dual, Carlton Facey, and a virgin named Courtney Graham, we formed the Meadowbrook Masters Cricket Club.
Mm-hmm.
And so during that time, Jelly, I want to share this with you. During that time, we started at top school, you know. And the principal at the time was Mr. Peart. I were training on the same concrete that we used to have our interfarm cricket on. During that time now, Mr. Peart decides, so guess what happened? They're going to redo the whole field at top field.
Yeah.
So they redumped the field, everything. So no concrete strip was at top field. You know that nets at bottom field?
Yeah.
Concrete was overgrown with, it was broken up, overgrown with grass and all those stuff.
Yeah.
And Dirk, Manat and myself, you know, we do up letters from the club, you know, and seek sponsorship, you know, and rebuild that concrete strip at bottom field. And that cricket club, we still train there at Saturday morning time. We train at Melbourne and at Thursday evening time. And basically, because we were winners, we're all winners from them time, that really keep us going, you know.
Yeah.
We know what success is. Even last week, I want to tell you, brethren, Molo came out to training Thursday evening after about 7 years out of the nets, you know. Yeah, man, Muller came out, man. He reached late, but man, I tell him Muller came out.
Well, I say, come out of retirement.
Yes, man. Even Minot came out 2 weeks ago after about 4 years. I mean, I tell you what, this is Kevin come out every day. Kevin say, I have a back problem. Come on, if that back, they can't get better. Every year. I face my back. Every year. But Jelly, right now, I can tell you, we can find a good 11 from Meadowbrook 80s squad.
Yeah.
We can beat up any other school team right now.
Yeah.
I might tell you, Dirk still bowling good.
Yeah.
When we play Masters match and Dirk a bowling a bridge, I turn the same way, you know?
Yeah.
Back there, I'm afraid that the sun and the ball look hot, so I'm not coming back out. You know?
Yeah.
But I want to tell you, man, I'm really committed to Meadowbrook because I wanted the sports get back there.
Yeah.
And sports at Meadowbrook have done a lot for me, you know? And I want to tell you this. 1983, when I was a reserve keeper to Tippy, in the Manning Cup, you know, I played one game at Sabina Park. Tony Moore remember the game there, you know. Jelly, Tippy came late and Red said, I'm going to the goal in the Barcy. We beat Wilmans 2-1, you know. And a Paul Young score upon me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was a nervous wreck in the goal, but I stand up, I hold my own, and we won the game 2-1. But man, I tell you, after that, it was just all cricket for me, my brother. All cricket.
Yeah.
Tony,
Tony? If you speak, I don't know what happened, Tony. And headset I use? I don't hear at all, Tony. Maybe I headset I use. Try the phone directly. I don't hear none at all. I'm still not hear you, Tony. You know,
hear me now?
Yeah, man, much better.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow, I have to mention the game that what Facey just mentioned against Wolmers, you know, because the only game him keep will win. And that's something significant. And you can hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Go ahead,
man.
Tony,
Yeah, man. And I mentioned in my podcast, but Jerry, you had to be there, you know, when Tippy enter in the stadium, and I'm never coming on the field. I don't know how Facey look up in the stadium and say Tippy. And Facey yelled to the dread, you know, Mr. Yeah, see Tippy there. Tippy there. And Tippy look, and Tippy just look, and the dread say, Facey staying at the goal. You have finished this blowout.
Yeah.
But him keep well. He did well.
Yeah, you remember clearly, Tippy was on the left-hand side of Jar Deadly stand. No, facing the stand to the right. He was on the right-hand side sitting down. I can't forget that day there. You remember clearly, Tony?
It's Tippy there.
I'll tell you, Jelly.
All right, Carlton, let me ask you some more cricket questions, because we won 1984, and we did it in 1985. We won the Tappin Cup in 1985.
Yes, clearly.
The first time we ever win Tappin Cup.
Yes, first time.
Yeah. The only trophy win that year. So, which one of them victory out of the two of them? All right, we'll talk about them. Talk about the Tappin Cup year, and why I think we never win the Sunlight and win Tappin Cup the year. What did happen?
As I told you, why we didn't win Sunlight, what was our downfall in 85, was that we didn't execute our play in the semi-final against Calabar the correct way, because we have Calabar down at 140 for 8. We shouldn't have taken the new ball. I don't know what. We have good spinners in the team. I still go take the new ball, and the ball them get beat up. And the batters them just fall short. We make 180 yards. Just never make it.
Was it master decision, or that was something coming from the dressing room to take the new ball?
I don't remember.
So Marston captain the team in 2 years, 84 and 85.
85, yeah.
I got you. I never realized that. I got you. So we win the Tappin Cup the year though, and that's how the game Marston get dropped from.
Yes, man, boy, that was a life learned lesson. Yeah.
Yeah. Him talk about that. That teach him so much. Is like it changed him life in a way, because him learn the lesson so good from that match. It's like him never make a mistake there again.
Yeah, man, that's what he told me. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a life lesson for him. So 1986 now, when Kevin captained the team, under the confident from day one say, we're going to win this again?
I wouldn't say that, I know we have a very good team. And I know if we continue to play as a team and support each other in all areas, we could come out victorious, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
You know, even though the KC team was still hype, I believe that year was Robert Samuel's first year. You know, but we played as a team and we come out victorious. The team was rather nice, very good team.
Yeah. So any memories, memorable moment from them that year, the 86 year, on the cricket
That
field.
86 year, and the cricket field, I want to tell you, Jelly, I was just going through the scrapbook, and I realized that in the match against KT, I can't forget, Kevin, I know you wouldn't remember this, KT have we done, and Kevin and I put on a 33 runs partnership, Jelly. KT have we done about
That's a
20
semi-final.
Yes, semi-final, yeah, man. Jelly, when we look back at it, I see KT have a 50 yard for 4,
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up score 187, Jelly.
Yeah.
Bolo come good. Paul Simit come good. And 86 was a special year for me too. Because 86, the Dread promoted me to bat at number 3. And I get some runs. And because of my performance, I was called to youth trial 1986. But I didn't make the team.
Yeah. Or you get called, but you actually get a chance to play because them call me another scoreboard me get to them.
No, what happened, that year we didn't have any camp. They played 3 trial games. And when they select the team from the 3 trial games, I didn't make the what? The 17 or 18, I didn't make it.
You actually kept that and everything?
Huh?
I think what Jelly is trying to ask is that you got a fair opportunity.
Yeah, man, I got a fair opportunity. I kept in the 3 games.
Yeah. So what was the competition for you at the time?
A keeper from Tivoli. They used to call him Karachi.
Okay.
As a keeper from Tivoli, he got the edge over me that year.
Yeah, but as you said, you felt you got a fair chance and fair.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got you. Not all of us feel the same, man. We can't tell that. Christopher Cheddar, I'm telling him story to come up. He never feel the same way. Devon McDonald never feel the same way. We get a ride in terms of selection. And I don't know if Go say, same way. And I don't know if Kevin is ever have the same. What your opinion on it, Kevin? Did you ever feel the same way?
I got a fair opportunity. In fact, I even captained one of the teams in trials.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
86. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, 86, true.
Yeah.
And I must say, that year, there were how many of us in it? It was what? Facey, Ibanks, Optenberg. Kevin, you were at the trial 86, don't it?
Yeah, man, I captained one of the sides.
Yeah. There were 4 of us. 4 of us from Meadowbrook High School that year, Jelly.
Yeah. But let me ask you and Kevin something about 86, though, because a mystery to me. And then do a fair answer if you don't answer. But at some point during the season, them year they just disappear. What did happen?
Well, I say something here first. The 86, I don't know what transpires, but the Dread watched the final from Jard Edliston.
Mm-hmm.
When we were playing, Dread was in Jard Edliston. He didn't leave us on it. I just, my Rory and Mr. Gordon took us through the paces and stuff. But the Dread was in his stand. He was there every day, right through to the end.
Same though the team same just say whatever happened above on the pay grade.
Yeah, whatever happened, I didn't know. We don't know what happened.
And we still on what all. We
still had a job to do, Jelly.
Yeah.
Had a game. Yeah.
So at what point him never show up at the game, or him wasn't there when you get that impression there. Him wasn't at the stands, but him never lead the team in. Which game of the season that started happening?
I think after, I don't remember him being there for semi-final though.
So maybe the semi-final.
I think it was the semi-final and final.
Yeah. So I think after the season ended, I think he packed up, and then we were just on automatic pilot. Then we went through the training PSAs. We knew what to do. The union was still integral.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we still had the love of the game. We still wanted to win.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we participated. But, Mr. Lear was a very different person. When he came to the game, he never sat with us, as Facey said. He sat at the furthest point in George Edley Stadium.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But he was still, we know that he was still supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask this. Was he still at school in an official capacity, or him just had gone and just show up at the game?
I
Don't
don't think
remember.
he was at school, because if he was at school, he would have still been putting through us with our
Yeah, he
PS.
wasn't at school. He wasn't at school.
Oh, that
I
answer the
don't
question that
remember.
they not Tony. No, that's the way I say. I never
Yep.
good question that Tony. I never thought about it that way before. So it's actually something to do with the administration and not the team itself. And just wasn't at school
Yeah.
at all. We have changes.
It was above our pay grade, Jelly.
Yeah, yeah. We will leave it at that.
And as Kevin said, we have a job to do, and we go there. And what was good about it is that we have learned so much from the Dread over the years. We have matured, and we're a disciplined bunch, so we know exactly what to do.
It was, you see, why it come up to me all the time, it's just a pity that I'm saying we, all the way, him influence, Tony Moore, you Kevin, you Carlton, we never get a chance to honor the man and tell him, say, you know what, you change your life a certain, and the way him up and leave, it make it worse. Him never leave with the honor him deserve. And that
I
not
want
talk
to share
about
this
it.
with you.
Eh?
1 year, Jelly, we reach out to the Dread, Dante was the president of the past student association, and we make a suggestion that, guess what happened? We want to honor the Dread this year, We all agree that we'll pay his airfare for he and his wife, everything. But his wife decides, boy, guess what happened? I believe she made a decision. He didn't want to come back to Jamaica. I don't know why. Because we were going to stand all costs. But he didn't take up the offer.
Well, maybe I would have happened, as I say, above a
Yeah.
pay grade.
Yeah. Yeah. And the Dread sacrificed a lot tonight. It's not like he was making money. So he wasn't doing it for the money. A lot of people in their early stage of education will go to foreign countries to build them resumes as teacher. But the Dread do it for the love of it. And I think maybe Facey used to say at the beginning that him love students, and he influenced us in so many ways that almost in every podcast that involved an athlete that trained under the Dread, so much life lessons were learned. Training for life, not just the sport,
Yeah,
and we
man.
excel at it.
Yeah, man.
And we all feel a responsibility to give back or to acknowledge him.
Yeah, well, at least the good thing about them conversation now, we always come and acknowledge him certainly, because you're right. And eventually we hear some of them conversations, because we can't stop
And if I may say this, Facey, I had the opportunity, I think in 2014, to talk with a Dread. And when talking to him, Facey, your name was high on the list. And I don't know if I told you this before, but your name came up several times. So the man remember you. And I said, Facey, he goes, wicketkeeper. And he just, the man, he thinks so much of you still, sir.
Yeah.
And he used to call me a one-arm bandit. Because so Dread make all of us do something in training, When Dread throw a ball and some must bowl in a bridging, I have to bowl it, And he used to call me the one-arm bandit. Because when I'm bowling Jelly, my left hand dead on my side, I know that, So Dread was calling me the one-arm bandit.
I hear you.
And I just want to share another thing with you, When we formed the Meadowbrook Masters Cricket Club, and there's a guy from Calabar, David Morgan, man, that very good buddy. Man, that brought him into the team. When the man came and see me, the first thing the man said, pick Bill Facey. Why Facey? I used to come and watch the Sunlight game. I don't keep a sharp like you, so I hear them head stand up in the man. And the man stop calling me pick Bill, Up to today, the man see me Facey.
I remember that.
You used to pick the man them Bill, Facey. I pick you to pick the man them Bill, man. Me not Billy say them round. And the man serious in a Jelly.
Yeah.
The man serious upon me case, man. Say I pick the man them Bill, man. Me thief, man. That's what the man call me.
Him don't know who he was. Him don't know who he was.
Jelly, let me interject here. I was standing at slip the day, and I forget who was bowling, but the ball hit the stumps, and we appealed. The umpire said not out. So we said why? Him said Facey pick the bail because you ever see the ball hit the stump and the bails drop forward.
Yeah.
Now us 16-year-olds, we're not questioning. The Dread never teach us to go questioning the umpire. The umpire make a decision, you live with it.
Yeah.
But later on in life, now you have seen where ball hit the stump and the bail drop forward.
Of course that can happen, Kevin. Yeah.
Right. So the guy actually get ball, but I don't know what happened. But ever since that, Facey has the name that him pick bails.
A good in the good, man. Only one keeper.
That's the stuff legends are made of, man. A legend, that man.
Yeah. So,
Good
Facey,
boy, legend.
talk about that 84 Spartan Cup match, you know, because we play the mighty sets. We never get a chance. Everybody thinks that sets are going to walk over way. And we took sets down to the wire. Remember that match, eh?
Yes, man. I tell you, Jelly, I have to know. The way I got out from that match in a Jelly, I play one big shot out of my pad to the leg side and get caught a square leg in a Jelly. I want to cry in a brethren.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to have stats 90 yard for 9, chase, 111. 111, Kevin, I 110.
Something like that.
I tell you, 90 yard for 9 in a brethren. I will get the match to win, I who miss the run out? Derek miss the run out?
The match would have tied.
Yes, I tell you. Jelly, the week before, State score 400 and odd at Melbourne. 400 and odd. And we come them and hold them at Sabina Park and cut them down to size.
Yeah.
Hold on. They made 400 and bowl out the other side for less than 100.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how good sets were in them days, man. And we look at
I tell you, man.
I know what you're talking about, Facey. So, in my mind, even when we never win, that's one of the proudest achievements. I will take the school that win Headley Cup and Spartan Cup year in, year out for the last how much years. And Meadowbrook took them down to the wire and could have won.
I remember Junior Bennett. Why the coach at States at the time was Junior Bennett?
Yeah, man.
No. Dr.
Yeah, man. I say him name, man.
Dr. Bennett. Told the Jet boy, nobody should have lost that game. That game should have been a tie.
Bennett is the coach, I think. Yes, you're right.
Junior Bennett. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Junior Bennett. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Why, I tell you, Jelly, we have some rich history in Meadowbrook, I tell you. I love my Meadowbrook family. Jelly, right now, we drive a Nissan Caravan in our Jelly. If you see my bus on the road, you must know, say. Because of my bus, enough Meadowbrook people I find,
Because you're green and blue.
No, I paint on the Meadowbrook color and logo on the back of my bus, Jelly.
Yeah.
Jelly, the Meadowbrook color and logo on the back of my bus. And because of that, I find enough Meadowbrook past students.
Yeah, I must say who this.
Yeah, man. Proud of my school, Jelly, man.
Yes, I have a two-part question for you then. You played on the victorious 84 and 86 Sunlight teams and the 85 and 86 Tappin Cup teams. Which one meant more to you? Which Sunlight victory meant more to you and which Tappin meant more to you and why?
Well, by the Tappin Cup victory that stand out to me most of all first. Look at the address the Tappin Cup was the first one, When they beat Stats at Melbourne.
Yes, I
with
remember.
Byrne and Simit. That was and the fact that Marston was dropped and we rise to the occasion, that was a special victory. Because Stats was riding high. And I want to say this also now. You see the Sunlight Cup victory. Yeah, we defeated KC 86, but to me, the first 184 for me was special. Very special, Kevin.
Why?
84, when I see what the team has done 84, it's like when I see what Calabar was doing after the night we went home, and Calabar, the likes boy, yeah man, Meadowbrook done and dusted, man. We don't have them. And when I see what the team did, we went home, we came back the morning and we all agreed that, guess what happened, guys? It's not over until it's over, And we went out there. Hey, Kevin, remember when the bounce and go up on the field there and face the behind the wicket? Come on, over the top. We were just hype up. We were full of energy for that final, the last morning there. It was just different. It was special. Jelly, some team would have go there the morning and just throw in the towel and thing. But that morning, Jelly, we were hype. We're full of energy. We are bounce.
But that team had a certain vibe too, Like I told Jilly that I rode back on the bus after we win the championship. Actually, the Dread had me in the locker room with her, and that team had a certain vibe as a group of men. The man them that sing on the way back. The team that is just male, a team that is special, Brendan. Jelly, your team is special for the first 5 minutes, but there was a difference about that team.
Yeah, man. That team
Teamwork.
was very special, Tony. Very special. You know.
You
That team remind me so much of the West Indies back in the days. If a team bowl out for 100 or bowl out for 160, we know so them can't make it. Because we have the
win. Yeah,
ammunition
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Jelly, we know we have it to do it.
Yeah, man. No, that victory there.
We're confident our bowlers so much that if we get bowled out for 100 or 120, we are going to defend it.
Yeah,
And the dread instill this killer instinct in us. And it not only apply to sports, but it apply to our daily life.
yeah. Yeah, man. We carry that through life. We carry that through life, Carlton, because, yeah, look on and say, you can't give up, man. The only time you lose is when you stop. And that's how life work. There's no defeat at all. You know, stop. And you come again.
But just the fact that you know that you can carry through life regardless of the circumstances, you know you can win. It's a winner instinct. You get that winner instinct in you, and you just know regardless of the circumstances, you can win. You can find a way to win.
Yeah. All right, Facey, let me ask you, I'm going to ask some other fun question now with you. Because any fun memories you remember at Meadowbrook? Either upon a field trip, we look up on a whole trip with the cricket team, or in the classroom, or upon a training ground. Give me some of the fun, because when me remember, you know, I'm talking about this all the way. Some of the funnest memories you have at them time there, you know, upon a training ground, you know, during training, after training. And I talk about mountain meet against people all the while. And me I say, you tell me some memories I remember, the fun days of them thing that face.
Jelly, I'm going to share something with you. You remember the year when you took us to Clarendon in a little, is what, a Nissan Irvan?
No,
Nissan?
a Mazda, I don't Clarendon, no, a States.
A Mazda?
States. Yeah.
Jelly, my mother got up early that morning, you know, and cooked me a nice breakfast and lunch in a one in the brethren. And I never eat it off, you know. When I come back, the dumpling, them tough like the rock in the brethren. And the man, them a mount me, you know. So I throw the dumpling through the window, just a bounce. Hey, I tell you, Jelly, man, that ride to States, man. You know, we had some, they practice match at Clarendon, man. When Clarendon bowl us out for liquor and nothing. And
But I
struggle
went
to
cricket,
make.
yeah, I remember that,
Yeah. You know,
Yeah, that
have some grand time.
the bus trip that we were asleep at Williamsfield tonight, that was something else, face, yeah.
I'm telling them, man, that's something else, man.
Yeah.
Facey, that wasn't the much you cook. Your mother cook and all of we eat.
I believe it was a States match at Clarendon, man. A jelly bus did carry though, you know.
Yeah, man,
No,
too much
man,
of me carry, man. Too much, remember, too much of Kevin.
Come on, a jelly did carry, man.
Yeah.
Can't
Remember
forget that.
States match we go down and we pick up Facey by Cremo. And Facey when him come in the bus, man. The amount of food, Jesus. That's what I remember.
Yeah, man, my mother always.
Everybody
Up
eat
to
food.
the day, Jelly. Up to the day, Jelly, my mother still. My wife will be here, and my mother, if she cook a nice pot of pork, she'll tell me if you come from my one, you know. Or she'll come cook me a nice pot of pork, you know, because she know I love the pork, you know, brother.
Yeah, but me ask you something, because I mentioned you earlier there, me just say, but me ask you a question then. How did the mother feel when she know you're part of a winning, not part of, you're a big part of several winning teams at Meadowbrook. How did the mother feel?
Jelly, I want to share it. I'm going to be truthful to you guys, you know. During school days and during that time, my mother was busy trying to make ends meet to ensure we have a good education. Yeah, my mother will ensure she give us what we need to go to school, ensure we get our white gears and everything prepared for cricket. Yes, when we win and go home and tell her, yeah man, she happy. Happy for our son. You know what I mean? And worse, when my other brother died at an early age, I was the only boy left.
Yeah.
And my mother always talk about her one boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, make me feel proud, man.
Facey.
Yeah.
I remember me and you walking bottom field, you know, and you turned to me and say, you said my mother go in and look at my brother clothes in him room and she just start bawl. I say, what you mean? And you see my brother dead yesterday.
Yeah, man, 1981, Tony.
Yeah, man.
So this is a younger brother. It's a younger brother, Facey.
Yeah, man, younger brother died 81, motor accident, you know.
How old was he? Can we never know that. Talk about that a little.
9 years old.
Okay, that must have been a body blow. We never know that, Carlton. At the first time I hear
Yeah,
that.
man, my brother and my grandfather died same year.
Okay.
And the day after Facey day at school, I share it with you, you know.
Yeah.
And I just remember never forget it, but just imagine the emotions that he must have been feeling because him talking it and him sharing it, but he wasn't crying or heavily emotional, but you know it had to be so heavy on him. Never forget my bottom feel face. I tell me
But
the day after.
but Tony, even that my mother can tell me when my brother died, I always tell my mother, I feel it more than all. I didn't cry, But I tell my mother every day, so I feel it more than all of them. Even though I didn't cry, I just couldn't cry. I was there when it happened, but I just couldn't cry. That Jelly, we were going to Olympic Garden football field to go watch a football match, Bertrand.
Yeah.
My brother got hit down,
Wow.
That happened, Jelly.
Yeah, and you see it.
Yeah, man, I tell him, I went on the scene just short after it happened, man.
Yeah, man.
The football match, you see, we go watch, Football match, we go watch,
Yeah.
A Sid Bartlett match or Major League match, we go watch, Bertrand.
So younger, you look a brother, that must have been a body blow for
I
you.
tell him, I get a joke, My mother, he was Dalton, I'm Carlton, Cause my mother named me kids them rhyming thing,
Yeah.
Arlene, Carlene, Carlton, Dalton, and some of my mother name, I tell you, brethren. But I just saw part of life, brother.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Part of life, brethren.
Yeah. You roll the punches and them come, Carlton. I didn't know that. At all. All right, so maybe
I can share. Go ahead.
No, man, you go ahead, Carlton. So I got something for you. Go ahead.
And I was telling you, I don't know if Tony remember this, I remember in our first farm in Jelly. Them time my mother work at frozen food. And things wasn't the best. But I tell her my mother make sure so we get everything for go to school.
Yeah.
And at Jamaica frozen food, they used to make saltfish and package a whole pot stuff,
Yeah.
Tony, you remember the days when you say I'll package peanut and come sell a first farm? You remember them days, Tony?
Package peanut.
And come sell for $50 in the first farm.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, I don't say we remember them things, man. Jelly, just some good days, man.
Yeah. For do what you have to do to survive.
I tell you, man. But
Yeah.
God is good.
Yeah, man.
God is good,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I tell you.
Yes, he is.
All right. So, Carlton, what the most embarrassing moment you remember from the school days where you can look back on with a smile?
All right, Jelly, now I hear it in the Jelly.
Don't tell me say over Portmore have to do it, you know.
Jelly, you know what? Jelly, one of the most embarrassing time. I feel bad about it. During them time, I have two girlfriends at Meadowbrook High School. And graduation night, I couldn't get one of them to go graduation because them found out I don't know which one to carry. And two of them, they were graduation alone.
Wow.
Jelly, I went to graduation alone.
I have two girlfriends. You run the cards too hard, yeah.
I messed up, Jelly. I messed up. I go graduation
You can
alone.
call name. You can call name. Call name.
Tony, man. My graduation messed up, man. I went graduation alone, Tony.
So them know?
Yes, man.
Then that's why I'm going alone. I bet you they carry the two of them and them never know.
So what? So Facey, you ever talk to them again in school?
Yes, man. Man, I'm still talk, man.
Okay.
But one of them vex me now still.
Okay. I want to know a winner. I just figure
Tony,
it
you know
out.
the two of them, Tony, man. You know the two of them, Tony.
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 One initial is ND?
No. Wrong.
No.
No. That one wasn't in the picture yet.
Oh.
Wow. So much of them Kevin is like him.
Tony, they were in our class, Tony. They were in our grade. They were in our graduation class, Tony.
Let me know who then. Jelly.
They're both in
It's dangerous, brother.
No, don't go that road there, Tony. Tony, who are the two people? You know who are the two people? Who are the two people?
One was in your class.
They were in our age, they graduated with us. Two of them graduated with us.
Did one big initial was S and the first name would begin with an S?
Yes, man.
All right. Let me know who them, virgin.
Jelly, I wonder how I'm going on now, you know, Jelly.
Some crip conversation. You can call it out of 40 years now.
Jelly,
yeah.
My two good girlfriends that time, 84, was Sandra Powell and Andrea Lawful.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
And you play them and you get left at the altar.
Get left.
Me get left graduation day, man. Me
Yeah,
get
man.
left. I was on my own, you know. I was on my own, brethren. But I learned from it. I was on my own.
You know,
Facey, I have a picture though.
come again?
Why is it, Tony?
I have a picture though. I think I did post the picture with the classroom and you did flirt up with a girl.
Yeah,
You
Tony,
saw the picture
hey,
I posted.
Tony post a picture. So when we find a picture there in the youth. And the headline about Facey flirting around with the girls there.
You did legendary, my youth. You did legend.
But Kelly, that was the most embarrassing time. It feel away, you know. But them time as young men, you know, say ladies were more mature than us.
Definitely,
Yep.
What I mean?
definitely.
They were more mature than us and they settle down faster than us. So I learned from it, you know.
Yeah,
Sandra was a mature person.
Yeah, man, Sandra. They were both matured. But they were both matured people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. A lot of most females more mature than males at that age. Face. That's a given, man.
I know, Jelly, me share all of those stuff with my wife and we can sit and laugh about it all today, you know, I tell you, man. My wife and my kids, them.
Well, I'm definitely hearing this.
Andrea left. So who went with Andrea graduation night?
I don't know if they went with anybody, you know. But you know, Sandra had have somebody did want to carry a guy and me tell her, I said, no, you can't carry nobody come to the graduation, even though I'm not going.
You banner. You see the
But
power
man,
man, Tony.
it was a good experience still, you know. And I learned from it. I took the positive from it.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Yeah, you have to be careful as a man.
I was left in the cold, man.
Once a dog with too much yard, not get no food.
Yeah.
Tony. I was left in the cold, Tony.
And your biggest night at your school year, your graduation night, I end up on your own.
And Jenny, at the Stony Hill Hotel we're going on. What the Stony Hill Hotel the name?
Yes, I don't know the name of the hotel. Some of that.
You know you talk Casamonte or something like that, Tony?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, man, Casamonte Hotel.
Yeah, man. Facey, big bats face show up with no girl.
I tell you, Tony, that was something else.
Big Sunlight Cup champion and them have nothing. It's like you say, yo. Nothing.
Even me have milk beef. Even me come with milk do.
And them have nothing for sure. Been big performance.
Nothing. I tell you. I tell you, brethren.
All right, Facey, we're going for some more questions now. Best learning experience you get from Meadowbrook?
Read that for me.
Best learning experience you get from Meadowbrook?
One of the best learning experience of the year is that. And it come from under the dread tutelage and some of my teachers is that you must be always true to yourself, work hard for what you want, you know what I mean? And this killer instinct stand up, don't give up, just go hard for what you want every time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned from that graduation night, you know, that boy, guess what? It don't pay to play around, you know?
No. You better get straight up and transparent.
Yeah, man.
You can't beat that.
Yeah, man. I learned from that. That's why I know I'll tell you when I sit down and share some work. I share all my experience with my kids, them, you know, and my wife. I will laugh about it too.
Yeah.
I tell you about it.
So, let me ask you something though. Which cricketer inspired you the most at Meadowbrook?
Cricketer that's inspired me the most. But I tell you the truth, back from your team coming up,
yeah,
I used to admire Goosey. I'm going to tell you why I used to admire Goosey. When I say the commitment and the dedication from Goosey as a opening bowler and an opening batsman, I always speak about it. You know, I used to admire Goosey them time there. Yeah, you and Piggy stand out, but I tell you, Goosey work rate them time, they stand out to me as an opening bowler and an opening bats.
Mm-hmm. As a competitor, man, with a killer instinct.
Yeah, man. Committed.
Serious competitor.
Serious competitor.
Yeah, man. Yep. And which cricketer outside schoolboy cricketer outside of Meadowbrook you look upon and you say, right, who not them want to inspire, but you look upon with respect. I put that way there.
Outside of Meadowbrook?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Schoolboy or West Indies?
Schoolboy and then West Indies cricket, yeah.
As a schoolboy still, you know, may I tell you the truth, I used to admire Courtney Francis, you know, his commitment and he was a very good batsman.
And we play for which school?
Diego.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Courtney Francis was standout and is a humble youth. Them time there, Courtney was a humble youth for Diego.
Mm-hmm.
You used to admire him. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big bat.
Mm-hmm.
And Garwin Johnson too was a big bats too. I used to admire him. Cole. You
Yeah.
remember Cole, Kevin?
Yeah, man. Come make 100 against us.
Yeah, man. Standout.
From
Man.
Diego?
Yes,
Yes,
man.
Diego.
Yeah. And which West Indian cricketer you look upon? Yes, yeah.
Hey, may I tell you the truth? I used to admire Mikey Holden, you know. I know why I used to admire Mikey and even Cuddy. Them guys, they were so committed to their country and their club. Cuddy would have come from a tour today and I play Senior Cup this Saturday. Even Mikey used to do that too. Remember them days, Kevin?
I remember them coming like late in the night and play for Jamaica the next day.
That is it. Jamaica and them club, them committed to Jamaica and them club. I tell you, two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why did Michael Holden say that him done with cricket for now, with West Indies cricket? Did you read that article?
I don't remember that. I couldn't speak to that one.
Yeah,
No.
recently there was an article him saying done is no longer want to be a part of West Indies cricket. I didn't. Anyhow, we can move on.
I know he's against the T20. As far as Mikey is concerned, that's not cricket.
T20 is not cricket.
But
Okay.
Let me ask you to something though, and this just come to my mind in terms of cricket, in terms of that. What do you think contribute to the demise of West Indies cricket? When we go to school, and for 15 years, it was the best sports team, not just cricket alone, in the world.
Most dominant sports team in the world during that time.
Yeah, man.
No,
Even the
in terms
A
of
team. The A team
duration.
could beat any test team during that time too.
Yeah, man. The A team means like the West Indies back, second 11. Yes.
Yes, man. The A team could have beat
That's how good
any
work.
team.
I mean, come and ask cracking a question when he was on, and him give me an answer. And me ask the question now. You and Kevin.
Let me explain my opinion then. When West Indies was the leaders of cricket,
Dominant team, yeah.
right, we still played regional cricket 5 matches each every year. That hasn't changed. But what was different then was every guy who played for West Indies had a contract and played cricket in England.
Mm-hmm.
So they played a lot of cricket. Now, we're playing 5 4-day matches and then everybody playing T20 and 50 over. You can't develop your skill to properly bat and bowl. And then we don't have it's not like Australia that have 100 million people and India have 3 million people playing cricket every day. You know, we don't have that amount of talent and amount of people playing. And if everybody of us in West Indies just want to play a T20 or a 50 over match, you know, we will never really get back to where we are because we're not harnessing the talent, we're not developing it. And then the guys who make it big in the T20, after a while, that's it, you know. Them just go and focus on making that money, and that's it for West Indies. History has shown us that.
Yeah, so answer that. I have a second part of the question, but answer the part that Carlton.
I agree with Kevin, but I want to add to this is that most of the players of today, they does not have the passion for 5-day cricket or 4-day cricket. They just have a passion to make the quick money through the T20. They have lost that passion for the 5-day cricket. And they are not hard workers. So back in our days, we used to work hard at our game. These guys don't work hard at their game. How many of them you'll see out in the nets a battle for a whole day? None of them. They will go there and swing them bat for 10, 15 minutes and that's it.
But that is it. That is exactly it, because I remember Jimmy training at Sabina Park, and Jimmy run up the steps at Georgia, up and down, up and down, up and down. And this is after running around the field too. But people have that commitment to go train like that and run and get your fitness up, and they don't have it.
That is it. Yeah, they lost the passion, Kevin.
Yeah, so the T20 don't require that level of fitness then. Is that different?
No, different thing, yeah.
So it's just West Indies cricket alone it affect in terms of like the drop off. But
No.
West Indies has dropped off more than all the other teams.
Yeah.
You have to remember, you know, you need money for the sport. We don't have the money. You know, the rich countries, the India, the Australia, the South Africa, the England, where they have volume of people and stuff, and they, you know, for the lack of a better term, first world countries, they have a little bit more means than developing countries like us in the Caribbean here. So they have a little bit more money, have more better facilities, can train, have more academies. You know, how many academies we have? Do we really have an academy? No, the answer is no. Trinidad had one, and look on Trinidad. That's probably the most dominant team over the last 10 years, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at it.
What
So,
about leadership? You know, since the Clive Lloyds are no longer there, you think that's part of it too?
yeah, well, I wouldn't knock them that much, but I can't speak to that much, but I'm sure that will probably be a contributor factor, too.
Yeah, yeah. My view is, I may ask Kraken the question, and him answer the way I must say, it's almost like a talent dropper, because it started from him before West Indies cricket. How much schoolboy look on the competition in Jamaica now? What is standard of Sunlight Cup here now, compared to when we are playing?
Drop
Poor.
off.
Right. So this, when I say the standard drop off from the feeder system before we reach West Indies cricket now. So there's no way. It's like them interested, probably more interested to play basketball and football, of course. And that is where the standard of drop off. And cricket is a tough game. It's almost like a stroke of luck when West Indies cricket was so dominant in the 1980s. You had so much talent, and I don't even want to say luck, you know. As a legacy, as Kevin said earlier, everybody upon a test team that was playing county cricket, Kevin, or some form of contract cricket in England at the time, on a long farm. Every weekend I play a 3-day or a 4-day match.
Right.
And that stopped happening. And well, no, I was just curious since it come up, you know, because all the time I talk about this, you know, Carlton and Kevin, is when we were dominant in cricket at Meadowbrook, you know, it was the peak of West Indies cricket.
True.
We can never forget that, you know. So our dominance coincided with the peak of the best cricket team, not the best cricket team, the best team ever in a world sport. So
Go back to the conversation, the chicken and the egg, right? If you go back to track and field, if you're not in Jamaica and you're outside, the reason that outsiders equate Jamaica dominance in track and field, it starts from prep school champs, high school champs, graduate, that building, that bench strength, that, you know, that system of development, just like the Dread did, start from under 13, under 14 Colts Mine Cup. And cricket no longer has that, right? That's your point you're making, Jelly?
Yeah. You're right. You bring up a good analogy, because like when you put on the track and field program, remember a program I run from primary and prep school.
Yep.
You follow me? I said, there's not like that similar in a cricket. Carlton or Kevin.
Oh.
Not like that at all. And you say, and I don't want to say it's lack of money. I don't. I'm my theories, you know. Part of the problem is, you know, it's a track and field. You get picked for merit, you know, because you just have to be the best runner you go win, you know. Cricket, not necessarily our football. Our team sports is a harder thing for run.
True.
The talent hard. Come on. We have to pick yourself when you go in a track and field. Not so in a cricket. You can't go down, you're not getting a game.
But you know what, to Jelly, some of it is media driven, you know, because the NBA got so big. I noticed when I came back to Jamaica, I noticed so much basketball court set up where normally, you know, Lawrence Rowe, for example, your Lawrence Rowe, same start, just a play ball, catch a should be, and just became dominant. The development of the core skills, Carlton same start in Westmoreland. The development of the core skill that start as a little kid. Tiger Woods started as a little kid, and craft and mature in game. We don't have that opportunity. You know, what's the average kid playing right now on the street? You know, is it the cell phone? Is it online? You know, you don't have that opportunity to play in the streets or in your backyard or in your neighborhood yard and honing on your skills anymore, because something is replacing that. So we don't have that core development and that passion for the game. Whereas little kids, you'd be outside a bat all day with your grapefruit. You know, Master and Sim used to play with a grapefruit and a bat. You know, a wooden bat, and you found creative ways to enjoy the sport, and I think that's missing too.
I just want to add to this. What is happening here now, and I hope that what I see happening in Jamaica right now is that you have a lot of cricket academy being formed. And I hope that from these academy, within the next maybe 5, 10, or 15 years, we'll produce some good cricketers. Yeah, a lot of academies around. And I said to somebody this week that, boy, if when I was younger, with my young family, and these academy were around, one of my daughter would have been playing cricket. It's just unfortunate.
But I've lost touch with the cricket because West Indies now, I didn't watch a cricket match. I can't do when last I do it. So that's why I ask them question. It's like me I say, owner tell me say, so people still watch Test cricket?
Yeah, man. People still watch Test cricket. They still have diehard fans, Jelly.
Yeah.
But Test cricket, a lot of people think Test cricket is dying because a lot of matches, not just West Indies, a lot of matches don't last 5 days. And Mike will tell you that's because of T20 and 50 over.
Well, maybe that's why if you answer to the question, maybe that's now what more cricket I'm done with West Indies.
But when you watch cricket, Test cricket, like in England and Australia, the Boxing Day test in Australia, 80,000, 90,000 people, 100,000 people go.
So it's still a drawing card. It just say, yeah, same mean, Kevin. Yeah.
And consequently, they can pay their players a lot better. When you come to West Indies now, you could open the gates and the stadium not going full anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's free. Yeah.
So Kevin, let me ask you this then, because if the talent pool was here, they would go otherwise. You remember when Everton Mattis learned through
South Africa.
is it Powell go South Africa?
Yeah, Danny Jerome, Danny man. I heard
Danny Jerome,
yeah.
So my question is our talent being recruited to play elsewhere?
No, listen, let me tell you something. There's a lot of distractions now. Before there was really cricket and football that everybody would go and play. Now, there's a lot of opportunities in track and field.
Yeah.
People who can run now. Yeah, people like he ran for Jamaica yesterday. Jahil Hyde. Yeah, that was a very good footballer for Wolmers. Even did he play national? I don't remember. But he had a very good career in football. He's running 400-meter hurdles for Jamaica in World Games and Olympics. There's opportunities, other opportunities, not just in cricket and football. There's basketball.
Usain Bolt is a cricketer.
Yeah. Johan Blake. Johan Blake
was a cricketer,
yeah.
But you think about it now. Whenever I play track and field, it might depend on film talent alone.
Precisely.
When I play a team sport, I rely upon somebody to pick him, and I rely upon the other 10 man. Them. In a sense, though, I'm all for team sports, because I guess what team sport do more anything else. Team sport galvanize a school like we at Meadowbrook, or a nation like what the Reggae Boys did. Because even though the track and field dominant, they don't galvanize the nation like what the Reggae Boys did in 1998,
Somebody would argue against that with what Usain Bolt and Shelley and somebody may argue against that, Jelly, but I understand the point you're making.
No, man, them can't argue all them want, Tony. Trust me, there was no feeling like we had when the Reggae Boys reached World Cup, man.
98 was special, man.
Exactly.
Very special.
Just like when we win Walker Cup or win Sunlight and all them things, they're compared to when a man win a champs, Tony. May I tell you?
Yeah, but Jelly, what were Usain Bolt accomplish and when the relay team win and when the whole nation watch every race him running out. So
no, man,
and the unity will come behind that too.
No, man, I take your point, Tony. I go debate, man. But as I say, me just think say I'm not discount with them though. Me not discount because I think the track and field have a better program than we, and track and field easier for monitor because it's an individual sport and you can't pick a team based on merit over and over and over. Whereas team sport, merit selection is not an easy thing to do. That's what that to me was a change Meadowbrook in the early 80s in Facey. Because before Mr. Beckford and Mr. Year took over the team, I wouldn't get a game. If I said to you, it would be like Jamaica all over again. Or I talk to a man today from Pembroke, I same thing. Because the man live at Pembroke. And you might know him, Kevin, Donovan Magnus, Alan Magnus' brother. Danny Meyer used to play ball for Pembroke. And the man get called for Jamaica team. 75. And when the call time for him get cut, the man could never pick him because him say him nah leave Pembroke. The man will come play for a bigger club. And say him nah leave Pembroke for play. And him drop him off of the team. And that's him never good enough. And that's the problem. If him not play track and field, the man couldn't tell him as number one runner.
No. From a school level, from galvanized school, I agree with you 100%. In the team impact. Look at Calabar and Champs and stuff. but it's still you're cheering for a team. You're
Yeah,
still
man,
not
right.
cheering for an
Right, same with one.
individual.
Right, exactly. When Calabar, JC or JC win champs, and the team I win,
Yeah.
is that an individual man I winning? The
Yep.
team I win.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's a
Yep.
different
Yep.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Well, Facey,
But Jenny,
yeah, go ahead.
last point, I don't mean to belabor it, but the last point on this is dollars and cents.
Well, yeah, yeah.
When you talk about Usain Bolt, when you're doing track and field versus cricket, you know much a bad cost?
Yeah, man. Right. No,
You
no
know,
Kevin, that's a very important point to Kevin. A cricket.
Very important one.
Yeah, man.
because
yeah.
when we look at Meadowbrook when we were at school, football was dominant. Football was what everybody wanted to play, and that's where most of the money went.
Yeah, it was cheaper.
So we were winning.
And
Cricket was winning.
It was cheaper for fit a football team.
Yep.
Precisely.
Yeah, yeah.
But-
No, man, I understand you, Kevin. You're right about that.
And typically, sponsors will sponsor football more than cricket.
Yeah, because football
Yeah.
is a bigger. Yeah, nowadays it might maybe 2020 might change that, but then it's a change the nature of the game. That's
Right.
the nature of the game. So because money in 2020, because it's just
A lot more-
entertainment.
Right.
That's
a
why I
lot
go
more
back to
people.
say media. It's media driven.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, man. Facey, I hope you don't mind that talk some cricket in your time.
No,
Man.
I'm listening it, man.
Yeah, man, because
very positive point
I
of
love
view.
cricket, why I bring it up, Facey? Is that because me just,
Yes,
you know? Why I take on
And-
it? Because I know say you love the cricket.
I want to say this, because I always talk about Meadowbrook and cricket at Meadowbrook, and I really want to see Meadowbrook cricket get back to where it's supposed to be. And Jelly, I have a vision, I don't know if I share it with Kevin. I share it with Minot regularly. That Kevin, the Roddy Williams Centre of Excellence on the back of Melbourne, the double nets.
Yeah.
I told Minot that we need to put something like that at bottom field. To honor Red Dread, the Michael here Centre of Excellence, we have double nets where we can set up an academy at bottom field. And be honest, that's one of my vision that I want to run through the PSA that we could get going hopefully by next year. And I hope that when we get the costing and stuff, Jelly and everybody will come on board. We need to honor Red Dread. He may not want to come back to Jamaica, but we want to do something that will stand
Build
out.
your legacy. I agree with you.
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
This is the man that really set the
Before it's too late.
Yeah, we want an in our lifetime. Yes, yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. I
We
agree
need
with
to
you.
do that, man. I mean, I tell you, we want to set up a nice net. I plan to do the drawing, the sketch, and then get an architect to put things together. A double net, and we have an academy at Meadowbrook, and that's going to get back Meadowbrook cricket to where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree with you,
brother.
Facey. You just set up that and do all of them things and make me know, and then
Strongly agree.
we do what we have to do. Do what we have to do, because that's a part of it. Because we work.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Jules.
No, you go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, my memory just popped up there a while ago. After Mr. Here left, my memory tell me that Woolmers tried to get him back. To come back here. You remember any of
I
that?
heard about it. I heard about that to Kevin.
Yeah.
I heard
And-
about that as well.
And he turned them down. And this is a school that has more means than us.
That's true.
That could actually pay him, because when you think about now, if you need a cricket coach for the school or a football coach, you have to pay these guys big money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Greg was doing this for the love of it. He never get any extra money.
No.
No.
The love when my
Should
Meadowbrook, he wouldn't leave Meadowbrook and go Woolmers at all. That wasn't what happened.
Yeah.
It was money, as the writer said, Kevin. It's almost like he enjoyed the accomplishment and the achievement what he did, for bring a school where nothing never happened before.
That's true.
You follow me? I said, because I was coaching at Rossies, Turn Rossies into a Headley Cup champion. He went to St. Diego. Here when Gregory Brown captain the team, he was that coach at the time at there, so So like anywhere the man going, but he might bring up school where just never have but take an underdog school and put it away there and bring them up to them. And that's what he did at Meadowbrook.
Yep.
Woolmers wouldn't be a challenge stream. Woolmers would not have been a challenge stream, because they must say, them with no more time already, them have the money. It's me I said to you. So I'm not take on. Yeah. That wasn't team personality at all. It's like me and young, we're not gonna go back and contribute. Meadowbrook was school. And you want to build it back again, because I said we do it before. And that's what I'm saying.
I think he was done with Jamaica though. The only thing so Jelly.
Come again.
For whatever the circumstances for his departure, it's almost like him. First of all, I remember when I was talking to him, was say his kids' education was important to him, and his son went to Hong Kong and did quite well. But I think he was also just done with Jamaica in terms of his personal advancement
Yeah, yeah,
and for his family.
yeah. Probably enough time for leave too now. One of them thing there. Yeah. One of them thing there.
And wasn't
Well,
doing it for the
Jelly,
money, couldn't say.
Yeah, go ahead, Carlton.
Meadowbrook is a special school, and you know,
Yeah,
I
man.
love
Yeah, yeah,
Meadowbrook.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We all
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook have done a
Yeah,
lot for
man.
us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah.
Just pray that we just continue to give back to the school.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
And I pray that we'll find an administration at Meadowbrook that will always
Okay.
put the school first.
Yeah,
School first. I'd have to do a personal, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
tell you, a lot of us here give sacrificially to Meadowbrook High School to try to get Meadowbrook back.
Yeah,
Because
man.
Jelly, I could have gotten involved in Melbourne Cricket Club more than but I said no, I don't want to leave Meadowbrook. If anything I put my heart to, I'm gonna commit myself to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And yeah, say
You
I'm
know what I
Meadowbrook
mean?
you want to
That's
put your
why.
heart to. Me get to face it. Me
Right
honest.
now we have Meadowbrook Masters cricket team and Meadowbrook Masters cricket team filter over to Melbourne. But I just want to see Meadowbrook get back to where it used to be than anything else. I want to see that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear your
And I know
face.
that's a desire for all of us.
Yeah, man. Definitely, definitely. Not now gonna sweet
Jay,
tomorrow.
will this podcast air before the reunion event or no?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
This
I was
one.
gonna have face to give a plug for it, but okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, Facey, let me ask you a couple more questions. Because believe it or not, over 2 hours there talk already, and it just come like a 2 minute. But yeah, life lesson where you learn a Meadowbrook, you pass on to your friends and family.
Life lessons I pass on to my friends and family.
Yeah, we learn from Meadowbrook. Yeah.
As I said previously is that whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve it. And strive to be true to yourself always. And your character and your integrity should mean a lot to you in whatever you're doing. Now, I always tell my kids them that and my friends them that. Character and integrity mean a lot to you. Be true to yourself
Yeah, to that
at all
note.
times.
To that note.
And I always speak to the killer instinct. May I say it again? I've said it so many times. This killer instinct stand out for all of us. May I always remember when the Red tell us this killer instinct. And this is
and for the record, Facey, explain to them what it means. We know what it means, but just explain. I'm gonna listen to this. What you mean by killer instinct?
When you have the killer instinct is that you may be on top of something. When you're on top, don't ease up. Just continue to press harder until you reach that ultimate goal that you want to reach. A lot of times, many of us, we're going at something and we reach a point that we feel comfortable. We don't achieve the goal yet, you know. We feel so comfortable that we kind of ease back and we lost the prize. No. When you reach a point of comfortable, you know you don't reach your goal yet. Keep pressing, man. Keep pressing until you achieve that ultimate goal. Don't ease up. Killer instinct in you gonna tell you, say, don't ease up, continue pressing until you achieve what you want to achieve. And that is key.
Yeah, man. I agree with that. I carry that right through my life to Carlton. It's the job I've done.
I always speak about the killer instinct.
Yeah,
every
man.
time.
And my motto that I dread sing that in a way that I learn that.
Yeah, man.
Say,
You dread sing that in a way every time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You don't. When the job done, when the job is finished, now because the job look like it almost done, the job is done. That's the killer instinct, man. You make sure the job is done, man. Make sure the job is done. All right, let me ask you another question. Kind of similar, but it's a different slant to the question. What message you give to existing student, our future student, our staff member, who are going to listen to this podcast either tomorrow, next year, 5 years' time? What message you give to them? What Meadowbrook?
Well, I want to say that Meadowbrook over the years has produced a lot of special talents. And Meadowbrook has been a school that has stand out amongst the best in all areas. We can measure against the best. So I'm encouraging students and teachers to continue to do the best for Meadowbrook High School. At present we may not be where we want to be, but if we can regroup as a team, re-strategize, and work as a team, we can get back to where we was many years ago. Your commitment, dedication to the cause of Meadowbrook going to play an integral role to get us back where we want to be. So remain focused Remain focused. Just put on the visor and focus on what you want to achieve. Both for the school success and your personal success. Just remain focused and try to balance your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you'll earn optimum price.
Yeah, man. Put on your blinkers. That's what I say. Like, and just focus on what you want to Carlton.
Yes.
I hear you. All right. So, two more little question or topic. But the first one not really a question. It's just a comment. In that, any question, I must start with you, Kevin, and then Tony, and then Carlton. Any question or topic where you think we could have comment on, or anything where you want to talk about we never bring up at all, where you think we could have asked Facey or Facey could have talked about. Tony, you go first.
Why? I think you covered you covered it. Here's the question I'd ask Facey, the same one you asked Paul and Patrick Smith. While you were at Meadowbrook, at any time had you had any interest to go to another school or been solicited by another school, or was there any conversation at all once you were being recognized for your skill level to go elsewhere?
During my time at Meadowbrook, I wasn't asked by no other school to come and join them to play cricket or football. No, I was not. And I wouldn't be interested to play any other sport by any other school.
Yep.
I think that's the answer enough. You say, look by them figure say if them cut you blue and green, I'm going to run out of your veins. So them never bother asking nothing at all. Now from you falling over Meadowbrook, it wasn't, you never look nowhere else at all.
Jelly, even right now, every day my wife cuss me, boy, everything is Meadowbrook. Like I love Meadowbrook more than me, you know. I'm saying, no, I tell them, man.
Yeah, them can't understand Carlton. Them not understand.
They just don't understand. What I mean, they just don't understand. Look at it. When I put on, you're going to have this. You guys not seeing me, you know. But me make sure me put on my green shorts and green top, you know. Because Sanders, me say every time, you know. And for me put it on here, my daughter, Daddy, Sanders, man, Sanders.
Hold on, I just talk about that because we talk to a youth, Tony good friend to Dwight Lawrence. And him say he got recruited into Sanders. I never knew I saw it going on. I'm saying I run one day, and Courtney Shredder come to him after I run the race and say, which road you know? And him say, I'm in the house. And I say, all right, you know Sanders. How did you get recruited for Sanders? I never know. How that go for you?
Well, I don't know. When you go to Meadowbrook, doing the first one, based on the class you're in, and you register, they place you in your house. That's how I was placed. Okay. And because I'm a champion, I was placed in the champion house.
Mine, you know, you have two guys room on the phone call.
Because I'm a natural champion, I'm a natural winner. I was placed in the house.
Winner house, I hear you. All right, I hear you.
And I must tell you, as I said before, I've thrown the discus, I've thrown the shot put, I run 400, I run 800. Kawa, my house want to win, and we are winners.
Yeah. Race. Remember, you used to beat him up in a house cricket.
All of that too. Sanders are winners every time. I mean, I tell you, Jelly, I want to say this. This winning mentality from Meadowbrook. When I went to the JDF, you know, I lead my company to cricket. I lead my battalion to cricket championship in a brethren. For winning team in JDF. It's just this winning mentality has been instilled in me from Meadowbrook High School.
Yeah.
I'm a winner. I'm instilled this in my family. We tell my kids them saying I'm winners. My big daughter, you know, me call her the champion, you know. And the look one she named the superstar, you know.
Yeah.
So instill that in them because they are winners.
Yeah.
And Meadowbrook instilling me, so I have to rub off some of the Meadowbrook thing on them. Yes, man.
I hear you. Kevin, so the same comment to you, or anything you think we could have asked Carlton, or anything you want to talk about, when we never get to bring up?
You know, I have two questions. One of them just came to me. You know, is it just a coincidence that so many cricketers also played football? We're multi-sports athletes, and a lot of us actually win sixth form too, when you think about it.
Yeah, so Carlton answer that.
I think a lot of that had to do with the dread too, you know, the discipline him instilling us. But I leave it to Facey to answer that.
Kevin, that was all down to the discipline and the commitment. The red dread has instilled not only the cricketers but the footballers them. The discipline and the commitment. And may I tell you the truth, the Dread was such a talented and gifted coach that he can convert any footballer into cricketer or cricketer into footballer.
Yeah.
So when I went to Meadowbrook, I didn't know what it is to keep. When the Dread put me on the basketball court and draw the little semicircle and make me move around half and I go on. That's how I learn it. I believe the Dread can make anybody into who he wanted to be in a Brethren. I learn from that, you know. You can be whosoever you want to be in life.
So you think you could have convert me to a 100-meter runner?
Yes, man. Like how Stephen Francis had with the team, man. Yeah, man, he could have done that.
Well, my second question, Kevin. Sorry.
All right. I think Facey had answered some part of this, but you know, I just want to use this medium to publicly thank Facey for being an active past student that has consistently given back to the school in all forms. You know, funds he has donated over the years, time spent drumming up support from both local and overseas past students, the various school projects he's been part of. You know, there are too many. You know. The school bus, a lot of them, you know, with all of you of just making the school and the students better off. For that, Facey, thank you. I know you're not the only one, but this is your podcast, so we're thanking you now.
Second that.
Thanks much, gentlemen. Thanks much. Hey, Jelly.
Yeah.
I feel good, you know, that I was the first man to drive that school bus on the compound when it came, you know, man. I feel so excited, you know.
I'll picture where you posted that.
I post a picture. Yeah, man, when them carrot come, I back it up, man, and put it in the spot where them want it, man, and put the cones them around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was, I just said the school.
Hey, Jelly, the way I love my school, you know, man. If you can call me to come sweep up the school yard tomorrow, I'm going to do it.
You really?
Not watch it.
You really?
Yeah. I just committed to do what I can do to help the school.
Yeah. I hear you, Facey. I hear you.
With that, Facey, you know, your commitment is commendable. You know, you're not just giving monetary, but something a lot of us, you know, a lot of people don't do. You know, something more valuable, your time.
Yeah, man, definitely, Kevin. And people don't respect that, you know. When a man will give time, you know, time mean more than money, you know, but people don't understand that, you know.
Right.
Time mean more than... You can learn so much from somebody time than the money may give you. But a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand that at all. So, yeah.
We thank you for that, brother Facey.
Yeah, man.
And
thanks, my brother.
The driving force that you have said here, you know, the commitment you have. So, you know,
yeah.
Just wish you well in that.
Yeah,
and we support you.
Thanks, my brother.
Yeah, so Carlton, to you, same before me ask you the last question, there's any question or topic where you like comment on or bring up that me never ask? Because a lot of time I come on them podcast and I'm on leave, and the next man I say, boy, Jelly knows I have something else to say, I never remember. And in favor that might not be the same. But is there anything you can think of now where I like bring up or I may never bring up?
Well, I believe you have covered it all, you know. It's just that I must tell you that one of the things that's helped to propel Meadowbrook cricket and football, well, more so cricket, is that many of us, yes, the Dread has nurtured us and encouraged us to go and play for other clubs, because after Mr. Reese was aligned with Meadowbrook cricket team and he encourages a few of us to go to Melbourne, you know, and I tell you, the experience that we get from playing at Melbourne with those big guys, and during that time, you not only used to play Minor Cup and Junior Cup, but the Evelyn Cup, I tell you, I felt so good during the time when the Dread asked me to come and keep for the Evelyn Cup, and I keep to cracking on them Monday as a young schooler. Yeah. What you mean, Jelly? We feel good, you know? When cracking and Eddie are coming, and me as a young schoolboy around there, I move and I dive, I feel good. I say, yeah, man, up here with them youth, and right now, I feel good as a school, as I play with them big man. And ball, I lick my gloves hard, I'm not afraid. That's right, I feel good, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. All right, Carlton. So the last question I ask everybody who come on this program, man. What made Meadowbrook magical?
What makes Meadowbrook magical? I think what really makes Meadowbrook magical is the unity, the leadership of the school. Like back in our time. What made magical was the leadership, special, spanner, stand out as a leader that helps to drive us to perform at our best at all the time. You know what I mean? And I also think because of her leadership style, she helped to motivate her staff that they instill in us as students and sports students to try and get the best out of us. Because if Miss McLennan wasn't doing what she was doing to motivate her staff and to encourage them, they wouldn't have put out the effort they put out with us, especially Mr. Here, for us to achieve what we achieve. And I tell you, that leadership during that time, that makes a big difference. I would have liked to see some of that leadership back in Meadowbrook High School now. You know,
Facey,
our principal was very special.
When you listen to Mr. Bell Nevis and even Miss Bromley, Miss Barbara, and they speak of a culture that also existed in the staff room, and they speak of a culture of empowerment. They speak of a culture that truly enjoyed, and I got a lot from Bello and Becky.
Tony, your voice, yeah, I didn't realize, yeah.
I'm telling you, the leadership plays an important role. I mean, I tell you, Jelly.
Yeah.
It helps the staff members to also do their best to get the best out of us.
Yeah.
I'm going to commend Mr. Here for what he has done. The life-learned lessons that he has instilled in all of us.
Yeah.
And I know every member of us, both footballers and cricketers who have passed through that man's hand, can speak to the impact that he has on our life.
Yeah.
And that has helped all of us to achieve what we have achieved in life.
Yeah, man, I want to give back. I want to give back the way I want to give back. Yes.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And Jelly, you're doing a wonderful job. I'm going to tell you the truth, this podcast has really done a lot for all of us. I can't tell you from this podcast, man. I hope somebody will take up the initiative to just listen to all these podcasts and write a book on the history of Meadowbrook and have some soft copy out there for the memories. Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, that might be upon the card from my part. I've been thinking about that to say.
Yes, man.
It did I write already? I have to put it together. So that's part of the plan.
I'm telling you.
Do it. I think that's a good idea for you. I like that.
Yeah.
So, any closing remarks, Kevin?
No, I think I don't have anything else to say here with Facey. I think we've exhausted quite a lot and Facey has to contribute.
And Tony, I don't know if you're here, I don't know if you have any closing remark. Or Carlton, you have any closing remark before we close this out?
All I just want to say is that, gentlemen, I love you all, and we all love Meadowbrook. And we know that we all are praying to see Meadowbrook get back to the glory days. And I pray and trust that God will allow us to live long enough to see Meadowbrook High School back at the pinnacle of sports within high school. And not only at sports, but even in the academics. I remember the days when Meadowbrook were top in academics.
Yeah, man, Rhodes Scholars in the 1980s. Yeah.
Here, and Jelly, you are doing a wonderful job, and I believe this can help you propel us. And I want to tell you, I shared these podcasts with a member of the administration, and I hope they listen to it. They can understand where we are coming from and understand where we want to go. Because we need to get back there. And we are doing all of this because we love Meadowbrook. We could have done with it, but we say, no, we love Meadowbrook and we want Meadowbrook to be back there.
Yeah, man. You want to give back a certain way.
We love you as a family, Jelly. All of you.
Yeah, man. Tony,
can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Tony. In the closing remark, Tony,
I just want to say a special thank you back up what Kevin Reese said to Facey. Facey, I mean, like brother, we start Meadowbrook together upon evening shift. We were the second set of common entrance folks granted. We both didn't pick Meadowbrook, but Facey, what you have done as an individual, as an athlete, as a past student, and what you've done to foster this Meadowbrook vibe and hold it together and keep people together. Man, what a beautiful human being you've done for your family and for us, man. So just want to give thanks to you for all that you have done and just second everything Kevin Reese said.
Thank you, Tony. Enough love and respect, my brethren.
All right, gentlemen. Tony Moore, my good friend. Kevin Reese. Carlton Facey. A special guest, as a man said, as me said earlier, no man love, only person love Meadowbrook more than Carlton Facey is Miss McLennan. I'm going to leave it at that. It's me I say. So I thank you for taking the time out this evening, come share the memories and join the conversation. And when this go out, the people might love it same. We just are going, and the memories are going, Bill. It's all about the memories. All about the memories. I will keep it going. So, good night, gentlemen, and thank you for coming on and share the memories there and keep it going.
God bless everybody.
Yeah, man, cool.
Blessing. One.
Thanks for listening to Meadowbrook Memories. And remember to give us all the support and encouragement you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. And special thanks to my production manager, Kyle Prince, who takes care of everything involved in getting the podcast out every week. And without him, this podcast would not be possible. It is his expertise that allows me to do what I love doing every week, having great conversations about Meadowbrook Memories, and he's responsible for everything else. So again, thanks to my production manager, Kyle Prince.